This podcast is sponsored by Miriam Altaf. If you have any legal queries, contact her directly.
Yo, so today I'm sat with a legend. I don't use these words lightly when I say I'm here with an original trendsetter. Many people will describe him as one of the founders of this UK gangster rap thing. Those who know him personally will describe him as a natural leader. Others may describe him as a revolutionary figure. We are talking about the front runner and co-founder of a legendary movement called PDC. You may have heard his story through the book Street Boys. He's an author, a poet, a mentor, and a proud father. Let's make some noise for Jaja Soze in the building.
Oh, what's happening?
Yeah. I mean, how are you, my bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
The big introductions there, yeah. Oh, much respect.
Nah, trust me, man. Trust me. You know what I mean? I felt it was right to have you on the platform. You obviously done so much for the culture.
Yeah, respect.
And it was important for me to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Respect, man.
So we're gonna go through your story today. You know what I mean? There might be some questions that some would have heard before.
Yeah.
But overall, like, this is going to be a different kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So we're going to go like back to the beginning. And, you know, for those that don't know, you was born in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. So you born in Birmingham.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone knows I was born in Birmingham. Like, yeah, that's it's right. But yeah, I'm original Handsworth. That's where I'm originally from.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you was brought up in like a Rastafarian household.
Yeah.
And was pops around them time.
Yeah. My pops. Yeah, I grew up with my pops.
Okay.
In the house. Yeah, I grew up with mom and dad in the house.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So, like, we know about Naja, but did you have any other siblings apart from Naja?
Yeah, I got two sisters and Naja was the youngest at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, we got another brother now.
Okay.
But Naja was the youngest at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And so how old are you when you actually leave Brum?
When I left Brum, I was about 9. 9 turning 10.
Okay.
Them kind of ages, yeah. I think I come to Brum 98, 99, 89, 90.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when I come to Brum, and let's come to London.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like in terms of primary school, you got to experience primary school in Birmingham and primary school in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
And like, was there any sort of differences like that stood out to you as a child after that move?
Yeah. Not really. Do you know what? In that when I was in Brum, I was in Handsworth. The primary school was like the Asians in Brum are different from the Asians in London.
Okay.
Like Asian Brums, I mean, London Asians are more like, there was a bit more calm. The Brum Asians was like the man them.
Okay.
Yeah, cruddy.
Yeah.
So that, the Brum Asians are different. So when I was growing up, like we'll be like fighting and, you know what I'm saying to you, down Brum, the Asian guys, like see down here, you like, this is an Asian guy, but you're not gonna fight him, he's not gonna fight you back. They're more timid down in London at that time anyway. Okay. But Brum, they're fighting, fam.
Okay.
They were different ones, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brum was different.
Okay, cool. And when you come to London, are you straight in Angeltown or do you arrive somewhere else before that?
Yeah, and where did I go? We went to Brixton Hill first. No, it's mad. Before I came to London on that move, we was coming to London, but we was going Stonebridge. Cause my nan used to live in Stonebridge when I was younger. Okay. So we was going Stonebridge. That was in like 86, 87. We used to come to London and go carnival and all that, but we used to go to Stonebridge. Okay. My nan used to live in Stonebridge. Okay. And then I was young then, so I'm playing with all the little youths in the park. I don't even know who them youths was. But that was when I was little. Yeah. And then when we come now, we went to Streatham, Tulse Hill, and then Angeltown. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I went straight into the belly of the beast in Angeltown. Yeah. And what was your first sort of memory of
landing in Angeltown?
My first memory in Angeltown was just how it was different. It was very community driven. It was very community driven, and it was just fast. Because I went into a block that was popular Marston House, and then one of the first guys I met was a guy called Yush. He was like the local, well-known savage.
Okay.
And then after that it was Harvey, and he was like a younger 28.
Okay.
So like Harvey used to like, he kind of like Harvey and Deli B. They was like they were younger 28s.
Okay.
So they used to just kind of like, they were kind of schooling me on what was going on. Like, they'll tell you the names, you know them ones.
Yeah.
And then that was and one of the things that I remember, I think it was a party in Angeltown, and a lot of the younger 28s came to link Harvey.
Okay.
Yeah, they came to link Harvey, and that's the first time I saw like Quincy, Ninja, who else was there that time? Beaver, there was a bag of them there. Yeah, so, and Harvey saying, yeah, this is like my crew, you get me? These are the man that we roll, these younger 28s. I'd heard of the 28s, but I didn't know about the younger 28s.
Okay, yeah.
And then, Harvey was the one that, and that was the first time I saw like Quincy, them lot.
Okay.
Like, them lot. Yeah, they were like the odd job them time.
Fair enough. Yeah. Cool. So if I sort of take it back to like primary school, secondary school, in terms of like your behavior back then, like how would you describe it as a child?
I was cool, you know.
Yeah,
I was cool. I was never like not like a bad youth. Yeah, I wasn't like a bad youth. I was just like you say mischievous.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just a mischievous youth. It wasn't like I was like a bully or anything like that. Yeah, I wasn't like that. I was one of them youths. So I was just a mischievous youth. And yeah, I was good. You know, I wanted to learn.
Okay.
I wanted to learn, but just the way they was teaching, I couldn't adapt to it.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
But I couldn't adapt to the way they was teaching and the topics they was talking about.
Yeah.
I couldn't really relate to a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
So that made me divert outside to the streets.
Yeah.
So I remember I've been on the streets when I was a young youth, even in Birmingham. I got arrested when I was like, I think my first arrest when I was like 6.
Oh,
I was thieving, yeah.
Okay.
So I was, when I come to London, I've already been, I'm already been on the road. It's not like London, but I was already on the road in Birmingham. I was always already outside.
Yeah.
Do
you even remember like what that first arrest was like at 6 years old?
I remember. I got nicked. There's a shopping centre called One Stop in Perry Bar, and they just built it. And I went there with my sisters and we was thieving clothes, and I thieved a bag of things, get me. But them time they just started having the undercover store detectives.
Oh yeah.
The plain clothes ones. Yeah. That just come out because this is the 80s, remember? Okay. So they just started bringing that forward. So when I'm thieving, I'm more focused on the staff, not knowing that there's people following me. Yeah, and then we got arrested. I went to the police, I think it was Soho Road Police Station. And I was too young to go in a cell, obviously, so they put me in a room. Okay. And they for my mum and my dad and that, and then got beaten and all that. You know them ones. You know, them days was beatings. Them days wasn't even. Them days was straight beating. Yeah. That was. So I was that little you like that, like very. Okay. I understood about money and that from a young age. Okay. Yeah. So I was that. Yeah, I was that you. Okay, that makes sense, because you know sometimes like in primary school, especially back then, I feel like now they're more labeled children. So back then they might have been kids with ADHD and things like that. But what tends to happen, they like, because they wasn't knowledgeable on these things, they just put everyone in the same bracket, and a lot of kids just get kicked out. You know what I mean? So in school, did you end up finishing like secondary school and primary school, or was you kicked out? No, primary school. I done primary school. Yeah. I went to a school called Ephra Primary School in Brixton. Okay. And then I went to William Penn. I went to William Penn, and then
a lot of people went there, right?
Yeah, William Penn was there. It was a popular school. It was a boys' school. Yeah, it was a boys' school. So I went to William Penn. That was like, so in our school we had like Peckham and Brixton. Yeah, together. So I went to school with like Tipsy from Peckham. Okay. Splash, Ragga, who else? I think it was Ammo, Rampage, like loads of Peckham, the YPB. Yeah, went to school with a lot of those ones. And And yeah, school was good. And then from there, I got kicked out when I was like third year.
Okay.
But,
Did you end up going centre after
then
that?
I went to a centre for a little bit, and then I went to another school called Lillian Bailey's, a mixed school,
Okay.
boys and girls. I was in Kennington.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was all right. Saying to you. Then from there, I didn't finish school again. They kicked me out of that school before the GCSEs time. And then they tried to put me into a college.
Okay.
Just for the centres was packed, so they put me into a college, into Norwood College for a little bit. Then I went Brixton College. I'm the youngest in the whole place because I'm still supposed to be in school.
Okay.
But they just put me there because of the spaces. They don't want me outside of not going to school, so they put me in the colleges. And then I went to prison after that.
Okay.
I was 15 turning 16.
Okay, and you know that you was always, or those that know you will know that you was always quite advanced for your age anyway. So when you ended up going to these colleges, did that sort of advance you even more, or was you sort of already fitting in?
It kind of, a little bit more because it put me around adults. But I was already, on my estate, I was around a lot of the big boys anyway. So that was normal for me. It wasn't nothing new. I kind of grew up around a lot of big people. I was one of those young youths that will get, I was a young youth that would get run out the front room because I'm trying to be with the big people, listen to big people conversations. So I've always been like that from when I was young. So college wasn't even, it wasn't nothing new. It wasn't it didn't blow me away or nothing. But someone else, for other people, they would have looked at me as forward. But to me, it was just normal to me. Yeah,
that makes sense. And then you mentioned going to prison for the first time after. So before prison, have you already sort of linked up with Tanner? Or
this is Tanner was in my school, Lillian Bailey's. So I went to Lillian Bailey's. That's when I met Tanner. So after I got kicked out of William Penn, I went to Lillian Bailey's. And I've met Tanner.
Okay, cool. And then it's the story that I believe Tanner lost someone very close, and then that's how you
his mum passed away, and then I went there and was there on that day. And then from that day we clicked straight away. We just clicked straight away, and from there I bucked him again in prison in Feltham. So I bucked him in school, but in school it was short. I went to his house I think once. So from school I went to his house once, and we clicked in his house. It was me, my virgin Bummy, some other people. We clicked, and then I didn't see him again because them times the man them are robbing. We're robbing frantic at this time, heavy, we're just robbing every day. So I didn't even see him again on that time. We had our own little crew at that time. It was Shabby and Abby. Used to be me, Bummy, Cluffy, Ging, Fat Shane. There was a whole crew of us in Brixton. That was the crew at that time. Before that, and then I went to prison, and then I got a job. They gave me a job in the. I was always people thought I was older than my age, but I was young. So I was in a young wing, but I was kind of tall, a bit taller, and my mannerisms. They gave me a job on the reception. Because obviously you can't bad me up on reception. You get me? That's where people get their clothes, their jeans, and they when they first come into the prison. So I got a job at reception. Me and I can't remember who I'm at there with, but we had a job there. Then Montana came in the reception. That's when I bucked him again.
Okay. Cool. And was it for the first time you went to jail? Was that for robbery then?
That was for bank robbery,
yeah.
The first time.
Okay, cool. What, just like you, or you and a few men?
Dude, that was me, Bommy, Makodi, Sluggy, and some other guy. Yeah, that was I think it was 5 of us on that case. Yeah, 5 of us on that case. But there was loads. The man then was Brixton was packed in the jail at them times there. Brixton was just Brixton's always been in the prison system. Yeah, it's just with going to Brixton. I'm going to prison was you just in the ends. That's how much people was in prison from Brixton at the time. There was loads of us. Yeah.
So when you go into prison the first time, is it something that you expect is going to happen, or is it?
I knew I was going to prison.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew I was going to prison. From before that, people have been going to prison around me, rapid at that point. So was just a matter of time. And so I already knew. I was getting raided. My house was getting raided like 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah, like
how old are you then, Tom?
15.
Okay.
So 13, 14, 15. My house is getting raided all the time. Like it's rapid. Like police are coming there all the time. It got to a point where the police are phoning my mum and saying, yeah, Miss Kerr, like, yeah, tell him to come to the police station at 4 o'clock. They never come to my house anymore. Like, it's got rapid like that. Yeah, and then I think everyone was kind of like that. We'll get, and I'm on them days was you got curfew and you got signed on the police station. So I was signed on the police station. I had probation. Yeah, that was my like teenage days was like that.
Okay, cool. And then there's an era where a lot of people took their shahadas in prison. Yeah. So was that before that era where people, or was that around the same?
Yeah, no, people, at the time in 96, 95, 96, 97, a lot of people taking the shahada in prison, not the older lot. But I didn't take my shahada at that time. Okay. Yeah, but I knew about Islam. I had people in my family that was Muslim. Yeah. So I knew about Islam already, yeah, but I didn't take my shahada at that time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so when did you end up taking your shahada?
I took my shahada, I went to prison a second time, but when I came out, I went to Egypt and then I took my shahada then. So that was around, I took my shahada around 2005 or 5 or 6. Okay. Yeah. I went to Egypt. That's when I took my shahada.
Okay. So what part of Egypt did you go? Cairo or Sham?
I went to Cairo. I went to Sham, Cairo, and Luxor.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Funny enough, I went to those 3 places as well.
Yeah. So that's where I was for a little while, and yeah, that's where I took my shahada.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's interesting. So at the time, then I think most people, or am I right in saying most people around PDC was sort of Muslim as well?
Nah, do you know what's mad? Yeah, people think that everyone in PDC was Muslim. There wasn't. There was like around 4 men. Okay, it's mad, isn't it? There's like 30 of us, and there's like 4 men that was Muslim at the time. Okay, but because we was heavily affiliated with SMS and OC. Yeah. A lot of basically most of SMS was Muslim. Yeah. And half of OC was Muslim. And because they was basically PDC, SMS, OC was always said in one bracket together, they just thought it was all Muslim. But in PDC, there was Suge Knight. Suge Knight was like, he was like also around SMS and also around PDC. So he was Muslim. I think he was one of the first ones taking Shahada. Yeah,
I think so Biker said the same thing.
Suge Knight. And then you had Suge Knight. And then you had, who else was after him in PDC? Who else was there? I think Mouse, Sykes. Those, like the younger lot was Muslim first. And then after that, out of the older lot, I think I was the first one at the older lot. Take my shahada. Okay. Yeah, so at that time, there's in PDC, there's probably like 4 or 5 men that was Muslim. Yeah, that's it. And that's all it was ever. Yeah, like, so there's loads of men that wasn't Muslim. Okay. Yeah, there's loads, but yeah, everyone thought that he was Muslim. Yeah.
Yeah. So like at a point, obviously you have Pilgrim Crew. Yeah. And then you rebrand it to Poverty Driven Children. Yeah. Yeah. Did faith have a impact in that, or was it what kind of driv that change?
That was before. The poverty driven children thing happened way before that. That was that was in the 90s. So yeah, that was way before that. So we was Pilgrim when we was like before the music thing was a Pilgrim was on the road. After like the Shabby and the Abbey Bank era, when we come out, it was like Pilgrim Crew. So man was still robbing, doing certain things, dabbling. Man was still in the streets, so it's Pilgrim Crew. And obviously, when we first come into the music now, when we were saying Pilgrim Crew, everyone was scared because remember we was already on the road before that, so we wasn't known because of rap. We was known on the streets. Yeah. But when we was coming in saying Pilgrim Crew, it was a bit like everyone was a bit scared. So this is in the 90s, though, you know. So we started saying, I started adding on different meanings for the name, like poverty. So I started saying poverty during children. Me and Tanner I think I said poverty during children. Tanner said pray days change. And we started adding on things. Birdie said another one, I think it was please don't cry. We started all of us together, started adding on different names to it. And what Poverty-Driven Children was like the music side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanna show you a couple pictures actually. Yeah. So one of them you might not be able to see properly, but you'll know.
I can see all them. I know all these pictures. Yeah, I know all these pictures.
Yeah. So
I remember what the classics are. This is a classic. Yeah,
that one's a classic.
It's a classic.
And so on the picture, you're
this
right.
This is a classic. Yeah, so this is before that. This is afterwards. This is when we was like, this is Poverty-Driven Children days.
Okay.
This is when it's branded into music.
Yeah.
This was the music side. Okay. This is Pill Them. This is Pill Them Crew days.
Yeah.
This is when you didn't want to see the man them in these times. This one was. So in this picture you got Suge Knight, Blacker, rest in peace. That's my right hand man. Blacker. They had me. Got Sykes. You got Little Rat, and they got Biker. Yeah. That's the days. Rat was young them times. He's in the car. Like, they're saying to you.
Yeah. Was that in Angeltown?
That was in Angeltown.
Okay.
That was in Angeltown. Yeah, that was like, man of the place running red them times. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask you about Jaja's mindset in that picture compared to Jaja's mindset in this picture.
My mindset in this picture was like, it's the same. I've always had the same entrepreneurial leadership mindset and just come together and build. But was building on a street level here. So it was more like, that was when we was like organizing the blocks, food was running, get me certain things is running. Yeah, man had cars, loads of rentals. Them days was rentals. Cause man used to, obviously, man didn't like really buying cars. They like, a man's doing too much fuckeries. So man has to keep switching up the thing, you get me? So rentals was the one them days. Man had a link in we had a link with some of the white guys over in East in the mile end.
Okay.
It was like a rental place there. Yeah, so we used to go there and get like mad rentals from there. So that rentals from there, they used to give us like, we used to have the Mercedes convertibles, we had a bag of cars, BMs, Escorts. Remember the new Escort? That was a new Escort. It just come out them times. Yeah, that was a new Escort. Them times just come out. Them lot could even. That's when I used to give these the keys for the cars and say, yo, do your thing. These times, these man, Biker, Sykes, Rat, Shug, them lot are like 15 and all that. Them times, That for their age group, they're way ahead. They're way ahead for them times because they're young. And then them lot was young them times, and that was a different. Yeah, that was a different era. And this mindset now was when I was more in the business, still entrepreneurial, but more like, hey, we can take this, brand it, and make it more commercial based, so people can not be so scared. That's what this was saying to you. So trying to calm it down, white tees, trying to make it a bit more appealing for the eye. You get me? Not so raw. Yeah, that was that time.
Yeah, I think that era took the UK by storm. You know what I mean?
But this era here now, so what happened here now, one mistake that I done, we had what we had, we tried to fit into the industry at the time. So what I should have done that, because the industry never accepted us. The industry wasn't nice to us sometimes. I'm saying to you, so we had like a lot of like, there was a time when Westwood wasn't playing us. Westwood had got shot in Brixton, and Brixton one time by the elders or whatever. He got shot by. I'm saying, so he was mad with Brixton. So when we're trying to push the music now, remember we got the place on Smash, where our music's playing in every single car, every DVD. We're popping. So it should only be right that you're, as a DJ, you played what's popping on the streets at the time, but he wasn't playing us. So they blocked us. Westwood blocked us from early at that time, and there's other radio DJs were blocking us at that time, so he didn't get no play. I'm saying to you, and then what he done later on the line, he started playing pure gigs. I was like, raw, that is going on. Say nothing. Like, he started moving a bit funny. You get me? Then so he would play loads of American artists and just gigs. You get me? I was like, raw. So man started like he weren't really pushing no one else. I'm saying to you, so that the industry's always been kind of funny like that. I'm saying to you, so what we should have done, what I should have done at the time, at first I was more Millie. I was being militant, like what? And I was like going to places, play this, play that. And I was seeing certain A&Rs and that, and like, what, come here. But I should have kept that. Yeah, but I stopped. You get me? And I should have done that. Because when I stopped now, they felt more like, oh, these men are not really on it no more. These men are cool. And they started like taking more liberties, you get me? And blocking us from certain things and that. And yeah, so that was that period of time there. Yeah, a lot of the A&Rs at the time now is like Ricky Blue and all these other A&Rs that are out now that was busting everyone later down the line. They was just coming up at this time. I'm saying to you. But a lot of that scene, a lot of those A&Rs that was pushing the scene, we're going to go touch on the time now, this time of the music scene, the industry at the time, there was a lot of, I see all those A&Rs at that time, the black ones especially, they're like house slaves. I'm saying to you, that's how I see a lot of them. They was only pushing a certain pop sound, a certain music.
A question, yeah? You see on that, do you think that, because they got to have the go-ahead from people above. Yeah. So do you think that the people above was basically telling them, look, listen, that can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I call a lot of those people house slaves. I'm saying to you, because that's what we did. We need to push our own industry. We need to have our own. We need to stop making those people dictate where we're going with our music. That's why the scene is at where it's at now. Because a lot of those people, a lot of them pushed a fake narrative. But that's why I got mad one time when there was loads of rappers. There was loads of rappers at the time, and they started giving the grime MCs awards for best rappers and best. I was like, wow, what's going on here? So at that time, there was a time when it was like PDC, there was Joe Black, there was K Cole, there was who else was there? There was Blade Brown, there was a bag of street rappers. There was loads of street rappers, you know, from all over the ends, north, east, everywhere. We had a massive buzz. And what they was doing, when it comes to, instead of shining on like this, what they should have done was, this is the street rappers, this is the grime MCs. So they should be best grime MC. They supposed to be getting grime MC awards. And then they should be in street rap. They should be in best street rap. I'm saying to you, but they weren't doing that. What they was doing UK rap and then putting the grime MCs as UK rap. You understand? That means a whole street movement of rappers got left out. And those A&Rs that was also pushing that narrative. I'm saying to you, some weird narrative. And so what that made them do, what a lot of the street rappers started doing at the time was trying to be relevant and trying to make pop songs. And trying to like soften down the music. And that kind of like dilute everything down a little bit. Whereas we should always have, we're people of many, we're diverse people. So there's gangster rap. They should be allowed to have gangster rap, drill rap, soulful rap, revolutionary rap, pop rap, grime music, jungle, garage. We're diverse people of different types of music. But what they was doing was putting all of those things and they're saying UK rap or urban music and putting everyone into one thing. So what that was doing now, you have like a garage MC that's got a garage song and he wins the best UK rap award.
Yeah,
do you understand?
Weird, yeah.
And he's like, wow, that's weird. My man's got like a garage song, one song, that he doesn't make no music, he just made one garage song, but he's got an award for the best rapper. Do you understand? They'll be putting like everyone underneath the same bandwagon, like Skibby D might go on the best rapper. And we're all here, like we know Skibby D's like, rest in peace, a dope. Jungle MC. So he should be under the jungle MC part. And garage, so solid that should be under garage. They were the heavies for garage. So solid. I'm saying to you, so they were garage. And then PDC and that we was rap. I'm saying to you, so you had Blue Borough, you had PDC, you had the SN1, you had North Star, you had Mash Town, you had and then ones from Birmingham, you had Malik, MD7, you had USG. You had Slash in Brum, you had all these that was UK rap. And so that got pushed to the side in order for, and they started, that's because the people that was in it are not really from the culture. So they don't understand. That's what happens when people in the culture are running things. That's why I don't have a respect for a lot of the A&Rs, even the ones now that are talking tough, like, oh, they done this, they done that. They're the part of the problem. They're the sellouts. Why the scene is where it is now. You understand? Yeah, that's what this picture reminds me of. We was like the outcast of that time. of that sellout period where the A&Rs that was selling out and not pushing certain artists that was coming up. You feel me? Because like, see drill, when I was going to the A&Rs at the time, there was a time I went to the A&Rs back in the days and I was saying to them, right, there's a new scene coming out. This was the time before like, way before the Sneak Bowls and what was coming out. So I've gone to them and said, yo, there's a new scene coming out. They're like, nah, man, that would never bust. Do you understand? That's what they're saying, you know? So out of that scene that I said will bust, that's the same scene that's come out of like Central C and Fredo and Sneak Bowls and all those people have come out of that thing that they said was, and the low skis and all that, they said that scene wouldn't blow. You understand? What I'm saying to you?
You know, I think sometimes as well, yeah, these are the things that make you, because you're a visionary, yeah. So you saw it them times, but sometimes, and I had to, because my mindset was similar. You know what I'm saying? I thought exactly the same thing, but then I thought, right, really, these people don't get it, and sometimes it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a thing of they'll catch on later. You know what I'm saying? So I think when I look at some of these A&Rs that didn't get it then, I kind of think, well, eventually you got it, kind of thing. But how do you
I don't think they got it. What happened? Yeah, they still didn't get it. What happened? Yeah, they just jump on bandwagons. They don't get it. They never get it. They still say stuff's not gonna blow now, but all it is, when it does blow, they jump on the bandwagon. That's all it is. When the younger J started blowing up, remember they didn't. The ones that blew up, they wasn't getting backed by labels. Remember, they blew up, and then the people jumped on them. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what they do. They jump on it afterwards, and in a way, it is kind of our fault as well. I have to take some responsibility for that because we was the leaders of our culture at that time. But what happened? Yeah, at that time, we didn't have the finances to back it. We had money, but not money on like. We didn't have like the $250,000 to push into the people, into the artists. So that was kind of our fault, you get me, as well. Like we didn't have that backing, and we didn't have no one that will say, you know what, they will, like in America they had like labels that will get them a record deal, get them a label deal, and say, you know what, here's a mill, you lot sign who you want to sign, basically the road, you can sign any rapper as long as you give us our money back. We don't have that in the UK. I'm saying to you, so we had gatekeepers. I'm saying to you, so even when you hear like, I think I heard Bouncer and certain people about reset, and some of the things they're saying is true. There needs to be a reset of all that stuff. There needs to be a reset. But I'm saying I don't agree with all the stuff that they're saying in that content world and that, but the reset is for real. I'm saying to you, there needs to be a big reset because a lot of the stuff that happened now it started from back then when there's a lot of gatekeeping in the UK. Like if you're not part of their little circle, like this has been from long time. Their parties have always been like that. The award shows is always the same people. Have you noticed that with the UK? The award show is the same people. The same people with the same suits on, the same shiny shoes, the same people all the time. The same A&Rs, same artists, or the artist is artists. It's all the same people. It's like all the cousins, like a little bloodline they have in there. They're same people. They get invited to the same parties. It's all the same thing. Their chains, their suits, shiny shoes, Rolex, all the same thing. That's their little that needs to get resetted.
And you know what? You see on that point, yeah? I remember I was having a conversation with someone, funny enough, and they were saying the same thing. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. I get that. But I think, yeah, that's why you see, like, for us, man, or you know, we just create our own thing.
100.
You know what I mean? We just have to create our own thing.
Yes.
If they like want to mess with it, then cool. But if they don't, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
No, what you're saying is true, and that's part of the reset. The reset is resetting and building, and reset and rebuild. It's like back in the days we had a CD called Destroy and Rebuild. That's what I was on. That's what my mentality was: destroy what's there and rebuild. But I stopped, and I don't know. My mentality stopped a little bit. I think the man was saying I was going too hard. So I kind of I backed down a bit, but I shouldn't have backed down a bit. You get me? So I kind of backed down a little bit, and that destroy and rebuild needs to come back in effect.
I think like is that around the times when you had that sorry to cut you. You had that tune, Grand Bully as well.
That was it. That was before that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was before that. Yeah, I had the Destroy Board come out like 2004, way before all of that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I had that mindset from the 90s. Destroy what's here now, and we need to rebuild and make it ours. But the only thing that at the time we didn't have enough finances. That's all it was, you know. Yeah. So when I'm going to these people, remember, it's not I'm going out to them like I want to be a part of them because we need to do partnerships because we've got lack of finances. We got the talent, but we haven't got the finances at the time. That's all it was. I'm saying to you, and definitely rebuilding is a key thing, and rebuilding, restructuring, and creating our own is definitely needed. I think the street movement, you got to remember this. You see, even some of the rappers, a lot of the rappers is fake. When I say fake, and I mean the street, see the man them, before back in the days, there'll be the man them. There'll be the 9-to-5ers. There'll be the neeks. There'll be the college kids. There'll be the what else we gonna call them? The family guys. You can differentiate each sector. You understand? So you knew when we're rolling, we know these are the cool we're left alone. There's no problem with them. Cool guys are left alone. And then there's a 9-to-5 guys, they're left alone. And then the family guys are left alone. Everyone knows their place. What started happening now as time gone on, the college kids and the neaky guys and the other guys start dressing, acting, talking and moving like the man them. So now no one can't tell the difference between who's who. You understand? So you got guys out here that are acting like the man them, but they're not from that cloth. Do you understand? They're not from that cloth. And that's what's been happening over time. And that's where it's going to be scared, mixed up. What's got to happen is a reset and everyone's got to go back to their brackets, go back to their sections. You understand? So then there's a guy that's a rapper. He's good at English. In school, he was good at English, maths. He's very articulate. So he's looked out his window and he's very articulate at what he's seen outside. So he's looked at the man them and he's very articulate in bringing that to paper and pen. That's fine. That's not a problem with that. But what's happening, they're pretending to be gangsters. And that's where a lot of the thing got mixed up. You understand? And it's okay to be a normal guy. It's okay, I'm saying to you. And then what happened also is on the street level, a lot of guys, there's some guys this is a lot of guys, they had a gun on them, driving a car, got nicked, they're gunman. How? The man just carried just got the mash, carried it in the car, got nicked. Next man got the mash, went to a party, shoot in the air, got nicked, he's a gunman. And next man is in the car, Fed stop it, shoots in the air, gunman. So this is, and then they're running with the gunman narrative. All these different sectors are running with the gunman narrative, but they're not gunmen. They're not killers. They're just run with a narrative and they run with it. You got drug dealers going to jail. They're being nicked on 9-10 times going for drugs. That doesn't mean you're a shotter. That means you're the shittest drug dealer on the planet. You're a rubbish criminal. That's what I'm saying to you. That's all that means. It doesn't mean see a top shotter. A top shotter, you got Johnny or Jake over there. They've been selling drugs from back in the days and they've built loads of things and they've got businesses, everything, and they've never been arrested. That's a top shotter. That's what a top shotter is. You don't even see them man there. That's a serious person. And that's what, so back in those codes used to be on the street back in the days. Now they've got rinse. Now the drug dealer is a guy. Now the main drug dealer is a guy that's been nicked around 20 times and he says, I'm a drug dealer. I'm the top shotter. No, you're just a dumb criminal.
And you know, like now in this sort of area, it's like we really glorify this going to jail thing, and when people come out, we're all like splashing champagne and all that. This and that. What's your thoughts on things like that?
That's what I'm saying, but for dumb criminals. Most of the man them, I've got friends as well. I'm not saying for those other people. It's for Brixton, Peckham, everywhere. Just a lot of dumb criminals. There's a lot of dumb criminals. I'm saying to you, remember, if you go in jail, if you're a robber and you've gone jail for you've been nicked 8 times, bro, call it a day, fam. Your thing's done. You're done out here, bro. And that's facts, bro. That's what it is. And we're glorifying things that don't make sense. Do you understand? Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Like the man's free my brethren, where. Your brethren shot like a granddad in his head and that, and then, oh, you're free my man. What? Like, it's gone mad, you get me? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Free my man. That's nuts. That's what I'm saying. This was happening all the time. So it's because of that concept of what's of everyone doing weird behavior. We're glorifying it. That should be thrown to the side. And that's happening, and it's happening on a big scale. It's same with snitching. It's the snitching thing. Remember, there's the snitching thing. A man will say, a man will say, give me Bouncer for an example. They will say, I hear people say, oh, he's a snitch, Fam, when you see him do something to him and they'll call it this, and otherwise shut up. I'm saying to you, like, bro, that's what I'm saying to you. Things like that, I don't understand. Like, well, if he's not gonna do nothing to him, then shut up. I'm saying to you, that's what it is. Do you know how much people from like whether Brixton, Hackney, Tottenham, Peckham, the junctions, do you know how much snitches there are? Do you know how much bad boys that they're snitches? They're paid informants. Man. I'm saying to you, you know what the police should start doing, yeah? You see, like in America, where they leak the interviews. They leak, when they're having the interviews and they leak it. Bro, they should start doing that in the UK as well. They should be leaking man's interviews. You'll see a bag of snitching, bro. Man. And then them same man coming out talking tough. Bro, and at best, I'm talking about paid informants. You know how long there's been paid informants, like real paid informants, bro.
That's crazy.
Like paid, proper, man like acting tough on the road now. They got Rolexes, everything. Because you have to wonder how these men are always getting money that they don't do nothing. That's paid informants. There's a lot of paid informants. It's been like that for long. If the police has come out, I always used to think, I hope one day like a police comes out, like a Fed that's had enough, and he just comes out and he just blows everything up. You're not the one. He just brings out evidence of peer man snitching and their names and the live interviews and the tapes, and I would love that to happen. Do you understand? Yeah. Because these are the things that need happening for the reset, so people realize that a lot of it is not. It's not real. Do you understand? A lot of the street culture things is not real. A lot of the serious man them are to the side, like they're no ones, but they're the more serious ones. I'm saying to you, see a serious killer, he's not gonna just gonna shoot in the air and shoot at places because he's thinking, nah, that's bait. He's gonna do it properly and he's not gonna get caught for it. That's a serious killer. The man on the road running around shooting on the street corner, they got no sense. That's an emotional, reckless youth. That's all that is. You're just emotional. You're like a bitch boy. That's what it is. You got your mum's tendencies, emotional, very emotional. Yeah. So a lot of these youths have got their mum's tendencies, very emotional. Yeah. And that's what's happening on the streets at the moment. Yeah.
Do you think that could be due to the fact that they were brought up by single mothers and the fathers weren't around as well?
Of course, it's just influenced by you're growing up in a feminine environment. The mum's the lead, and when your mum gets angry, you're feeding off that behavior. When your dad's around, you get in trouble. Your dad will like, come here, sit down, sit down, you. No one's there, and you start going to the story time. Like, listen, see, when I was younger, and he talks to you differently. So you deal with things differently. He'll say, you know what? When this happens, he'll give you alternatives. You can do this, go to prison. Or you can do this way and do this. They will give you outcomes, logical outcomes. You understand? Where a female will just go nuts. I've had enough of you, get out of my house. Get out. So it's more on that vibe. A lot of the youths are growing up with that mentality. I'm saying to you, very emotional. Oh, that guy's over there. He looked at me funny. I'm going to kill him when I catch him. He's not from my crew. He's from it's very emotional. There's nothing behind. You see a lot of the beef. You speak to young youths and say, why do you don't like them ones? There's nothing behind it. Yeah. He's just from that area.
No real reason.
There's no real reason. It's very emotional. I'm saying to you, and that's what's happening. That's what happened when college youths and 9-to-5ers and all that started pretending to be rolled. That's where that's come from. It's come from a fake narrative that's been pushed out there, and fake drug dealers. The man everyone's in country shotting out my trapper. Man got sent to country one day to shot, mashed up the line, and started rapping and saying they're top trappers.
That's true.
Do you understand? Yeah, so this is happening a lot in the street culture, and that's why it needs to have a reset. It needs to have a cleanup. I'm saying to you, and a lot of the old school, like the real thorough man, them need to come out of the retirement, because a lot of them got pissed off and said, and went back and started doing other things. But they are needed in order for things to grow and for us to have order and organization and galvanize properly. We need those real guys to come out and come together and start making and start taking back things that's ours. You know what I'm saying to you? You understand? Certain culture, certain things, and that's in a lot of these especially the music, film, and a lot of these things. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw an interview the other day, and a man was basically saying that the UK haven't had their paid in fulls, and they haven't had real, authentic street stories. Do you think that?
Yeah, I saw that was Tiny Boots to say that. Don't say man, say Tiny Boots, isn't it? Yeah.
Tiny Boots.
Yeah, I see you say that. And what he said, that was, I saw a clip of that. Yeah, because when thing that's.
Yeah, and I agree with what you said, and obviously I want to get your thoughts on that. Do you think part of that reason is because there's not enough people like us in those buildings?
Yeah, the story has to come. It's our story. So what Tiny Boots was saying is correct. That's because it's our story. Someone can't, like you say someone can't tell your story and they write it and haven't spoken to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
How can someone tell your story and they haven't spoken to you, no? They just wrote it. Like London street legends, and just write their own thing. They just run with it and go off like things that they think happened. That's what everyone's doing. So when you watch it now, you're gonna be like, that's not how I started my thing. What? Why? That's because they didn't come to you. They're not from you. That's what I'm saying. And that's what happens. Our culture, nothing's been said from us. It's not, there's no one in the room at all. There's people that, there's a college you or a 9-to-5 or a normal guy. That's nothing wrong with that as well. But it's just those people have gone into those rooms. They've been able to make it into those rooms, pretending to be from the street. Well, yeah, I know Judging them, man. I know Tiny Boots in them, man. I know Mashtown, I know North Star, I know man from Birmingham and Manchester, and they've gone into those rooms, and the other people, white people or whatever, that don't know no better, have said, oh, yeah, okay, here's budget. And instead of that person saying, I've got a budget now, let me go and link Jaja or someone from PDC, someone from Mashtown or someone from North Star or someone from Birmingham, Manchester, let them consult and pay them to consult properly and give us the right information so we can get this film correct. They don't do that. What they do is just go off their own thing and then say, just make the film. With pure people that they're thinking it's from the streets, but they're not. So what Tiny Boots was saying there, that's correct. Because a lot of that now, there's been no film that's made from the people, from the street guys that have made an actual film. None. I'm saying to you. Like, even I've watched certain other things, other programs, I've seen them, how they're shot in, and I'm saying, well, man don't shot like that. What? And how man's talking, oi, man will do this to you, man. Man will fuck you up. Like, who talks like that? Like, man, the man then don't talk like that. And that's what I'm trying to say. So a lot of the things, the behavior, even when you're watching it, you see the behavior. It's like, I've seen when they do like a film, yeah, and then they're using a rasta, and they get a fake rasta with a wig, and they say, yeah, what the blonde clot, like fake Jamaican accent. And you're like, what? Why didn't you just go and get a rasta that speaks Jamaican to play their part? So you're so don't want to push the people that you're getting an Englishman with a wig to play the part, instead of going to Jamaica, going to find a rasta man that can act, like an actor, and put him on. Do you understand? And that's what they're doing. It's the same thing they do all the time. They do the same thing all the time. It's not just with our scene, it's with our culture in general, especially black culture. They do all the time. They do all the time. So it's on a big scale. I'm saying to you, and that's why and then when we do get our own money to do it, they don't back it and don't make us have no access to the major platforms. So we have to do it independently. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's just how it's been. But that's gonna change soon. That's why a reset is needed. When a reset's done, that needs to be resetted so we can start making our own documentaries, our own films, our own labels, our own creative platforms, our own tours. Do you know that the touring stops? There's no the touring. You don't hear touring no more, no, because they don't. You start doing big contracts with these big labels, and if you're not with them, you don't tour. So there's hardly anyone touring. We don't have our own tours. We're supposed to be having our own tours so we can push our own artists, our own coaches, we have to do our own thing and stop relying on those people to come in our scene and help us do tours and all that. They're saying to you, we have to literally lock those people out of our scene and create our own scene. I'm saying to you, see when the CD era was happening, remember we didn't, at the first, we wasn't asking for help. We was just doing our own thing. That's why it blew up so big, because we wasn't asking. Remember when Drill came out, Drill wasn't asking for no one's help. They were just rapping savage about the gang beefs and all that. They wasn't looking for record deals, that they were just rapping. They were just doing their drills thing, and it blew up. That's what I said, we need to stop looking and asking for their help. I'm saying to you, that's why a reset is needed, and we need to come together. If we was working together as the real right people and the real people working together, we can find the finances to do our own thing. We don't need to sell our A&Rs and to sell out labels and the A&Rs we're thinking, oh, what A&Rs he's talking about? I'm talking about all of you. I'm talking about all of them. I don't like none of them. And bear them follow me, you know. Do you know what's mad? I've messaged some of them. Do you know what's mad? I've messaged bear them, Twin B, bear them, a bag of them, Sincere, is it Ricky Blue, there's one that used to, Austin that used to do Spotify, there's a bag of them. Do you know, I remember messaging bear them and they're airing my thing. Do you know what the classic one was? I'll never forget this. The twins here, I messaged one of them here. Bro, my man, I messaged him like, say I messaged him on February 2003. My man messaged me back the 2004 February, 1 year later, no, bro. Savage. I was thinking, raw, that's cold. I'm saying to you. And that's how a lot of those people deal with the man then. I'm saying to you, that's facts.
Have you ever like, I know you're a straightforward guy anyway, but have you ever like had that conversation with any of them?
Yeah, no. See, when they see me, all these people, rappers, everyone, oh my days, you're a legend. Like, see that intro you gave me? They will say that same intro. They'll say that same thing. Oh my days, my bro. Mad respect. But when it comes to business now, and we're saying, okay, well, let's do this with the youths. Let's say everyone's ghost. That's what I'm saying to you. And you need people like me to speak out. There has to be someone like me to speak out, because none of them can't tell me shit. Do you understand? And that's what it is. I think everyone else, why everyone's scared to say things like this, because they're on the labels and that, remember, they signed to, like, they got contracts and they got certain, or they want to be under them. They want to be under those labels. They don't want to mess up you don't want to mess up links. You don't want to burn no bridges. So that's why everyone doesn't say that. So everyone says like, oh yeah, no, certain man. But man needs to stop saying certain man and start saying the person's real name. So we know what's going on. I'm saying, and that's what's happening in our scene. There's a lot of that that's going on. You need people like that. With me, I'm not signed to no one. I've never been signed to no one. I run my own companies. I do my own stuff, so I can say what I want. I don't care. I offend who I want. I say what I want. I'm like that. I don't care. But that's what's needed in the scene right now. There's a total reset that needs happening. A lot of the bloggers, we don't have bloggers that are from where we are from. So to get original feedback and reviews off of street music and gangster rap, you need people from the culture, or people that understand the message and the music that people are saying, for them to give a review of it. If you give a normal guy that's a college guy that's not from our background, and he can't review a street guy's rap, because he's gonna say, well, my man's talking about he had a problem with Peckham or New Cross or this area, and now he's rolling that guy, and he don't understand how big that is. Do you understand? So you see, if a Peckham guy and a Brixton guy are doing a track, the normal guy don't understand how big that is. But see, from someone from the streets, they'll be like, wow. So that person's thing will get a different review. Do you understand? And it's things like that we need to start putting in place. A lot of the bloggers are just normal guys blogging about madness. Like, you got that trap law guy and all these kind of people there. This is what the scene's come to now. You got this normal computer guys talking about street stuff. What? Where did that come from? How dare these people think they can come in and start talking about the man them? Do you understand? That's what's happening now. You got all these weird guys that's coming in and start talking about the man them. That could never happen before. You could never just speak about the man them's, like the man them's affairs. Do you understand? You couldn't do that. But now you just got a normal guy that comes on roll, he starts talking about the man them's personal business, you know? Like, they're talking about actual beefs and like it's normal. It's mad. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. I'm saying to you, and that's what. So we need new review bloggers, new like that are for the culture.
But you know, like, some of these people will, maybe the word is, hide behind the title of journalists, But you know as well, you know, like with a lot of rappers will almost self-snitch in lyrics and make it like they'll make a lot of stuff that's not supposed to be public.
Yeah.
And then people like that just take it because now it's public information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that look, there's a thin line. So there's that one now, journalism, just normal journalism. You talk about journalism, that's fine. Not about normal journalism, like journalism's cool. I was more talking about like music related. Like albums and the music artists making like street rap and all those kind of things. You got normal bloggers trying to talk about the street rap and rap and judging it, but not understanding the culture of it. That's my problem. That's always been a problem. So you got guys judging the culture that don't understand the culture. That's been the major problem. And those guys are pushing it to the forefront, but they don't understand the culture. You understand? So they don't understand the significance of it. See if you're from the culture and say, for instance, okay, say normal guys are not from the culture and say like, we just because we talking about say Tiny Boost makes a project or Margs makes a project or Joe Black makes a project. The people from the culture, it's a big deal. Do you understand? That's a big deal because it's from our culture. That's a big deal. Like, well, that's one of our people from our culture. So it's going to be celebrated differently. But the people that's not from the culture now, that we've talked about any of those people's music now, they're going to be like, nah, that was dead. Or that's Rare's one's better than that because they're not from the culture. They're going to judge it by some pop guy that's on top of the pops or whatever they got now, or new angle where everyone like a pop artist. They're going to judge that pop artist with a street guy. It's like they're two different people. You understand? They might judge Central C with Joe Black or and it's like, nah, bro, you can't. That's total different kind of things. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I'm saying to you. So there needs to be people that's judging it based on street music as a collective. This is street rap. This is drill. This is pop music. This is garage music. What they're doing, they will talk about Joe Black with So Solid garage a song, and they're judging them who's the best. What? They're told that's different genres. I'm saying to you, it's mad. It's like saying who's the best out of like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and Louis Armstrong. You understand? It's like, fam, that's different generations, different music, bro. Like, that's not the right thing to put them in, the right categories. 100%. And that's what's happening in a lot of the things today that needs to get, there needs to be a total reset. A lot of the artists now, even some of the artists now, and the young artists, a lot of them are struggling. There's some good rappers out, you know, some good street ones, but they're getting clouded because they don't know, the industry don't know where to put them. So they're saying, this ain't drill though. They're saying, oh, but what sounds this? Because they can't put it with drill. So they think everything's drill. They think all the music that comes out is drill music. So when they hear a rapper rapping, they're like, what's this? So that rapper's gonna get left out because they can't pull it with drill. But they don't understand that drill's a certain sound and rap is a whole different ball game. Do you understand? Yeah, so that's what's happening. And then you got MCing. Do you understand? You got garage MCing, and then you got grime MCing. Like Americans will come over here and people show them grime MCs. And so they're saying, oh, that's their rappers. Do you understand? So no one's not differentiating, saying, no, those are, I saw gigs that went on the Breakfast Club and was trying to explain to them. He was breaking down saying, well, this is grime MCs and this is, and they rap a different cadence and they got different, he was trying to break it down to them, but that's what needs to happen.
The Drink Champs interview,
Gigs will kind of break it down and saying, you know what, that's one thing and that's another thing. They're totally different. I'm saying to you, but the Americans will be baffled because when they come over, man's are showing them grime MCs, but they just be baffled. They're saying, well, you don't all sound the same. That's what I'm saying, because they're not getting introduced to proper rap, UK rap, street rap from the artists. I'm saying to you, they're getting introduced to Chipmunk, Wiley, Skepta. Okay, Skepta, they think Skepta's UK rap to them. Like he's rap music. But to us in London, we know that Skepta's a grime MC. He's nothing to do with UK rap. He's a grime MC. I'm saying to you, and that's what the problem is. I'm saying to you, so there needs to be a line and say rap over here, grime over here, drill. So there's different genres of music in the UK. We're not just all in one urban thing. It's all urban. I'm saying to you, that's what my problem was. My problem's always been that if you look at all my interviews, I've always spoken about that from a long time ago. And that's caused a problem up until today. I'm saying to you. Yeah.
So, like, if we go to that picture there with mindset, and we spoke about the UK, and we spoke about like the difference in America. Like with you, obviously, like I said, you've always been quite advanced. So I wanted to know, who did you look at in America that influenced you, if they did?
Yeah. Who else? From America, I was looking at Master P.
I did see that.
Master P. Like he was a major influence. Like how he was doing stuff. Like that time he's saying like, listen, sold the CDs from the back of the van. He's saying push this. I was like, yo, I can do that. We can do that as well. And that concept that's what we was doing. I'm saying to you. So that was like I followed that kind of concept of Master P. It was mostly Master P. That was kind of the concept, because he was, at the time when Master P was coming out, remember, his music wasn't accepted either, remember, that style of music. They all had different CD covers. They had some dope CD covers, and his thing was just different. You know what I'm saying to you. So labels wasn't even trying to mess with that kind of style at that time. But then eventually they did. I'm saying to you. But they had...
But again, do you think they did because they jumped on a bandwagon?
They jumped on a bandwagon. They had to. Okay,
cool.
But I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
But what the UK done, so say the Americans said, okay, you know what, these guys are pushing, they're gonna blow. So might as well get some piece of the pie. And you understand? So they jumped on that one. But in the UK, what they done, they said, okay, instead of jumping on their one, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get college kids and we're gonna push them, and we're gonna push those ones instead. So we're gonna get guys that are not from the street necessarily, but they represent that culture, like the urban culture, and they're black. So we'll take instead of getting the rowdy ones, we're gonna get more the ones that's like Tiny Temper and N-Dubs and the cleaner ones, and make them do that style of music, but in a clean way.
But do you think, that at the time, and maybe that's a question for A&R, but I'll ask you this anyway. Do you think that at the time, those, let's say, our people would have sold sold records if they were in that position?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, let's say, I don't know, a label signed a PDC or something, at the time. Like, do you think that PDC would have sold like a pop artist?
100% at that time.
Yeah.
Of course, 100%.
Okay.
Of course, 100%. 100%. 100%. It would have sold at that time. Just like how when Gigs came out and he was doing that same thing. Gigs is from our era. He's also one that opened the door, remember? So see when we're getting blocked and they're not really messing with no one. Remember, and a lot of Gigs is one. Remember, Westwood was pushing Gigs. Westwood was playing Gigs. There was Saturday night and all that, Friday night. You go on the radio, you hear Gigs straight away. Remember, Westwood was pushing that. And then Gigs done the Talking Hardest tune. Remember that first blew up on the phones. Remember people had, was it Blackberries or something?
Yeah.
Can't remember what phone it was. It blew up, but that was on, all the kids had that on the phone. That was massive. So that's proof that was gonna, if the labels had put into back in the days and they put into Joe Black and certain other artists, are you mad? And they pushed and they put them in, and them people had development and backing, all those first artists. The was a bit raw, remember? But if we had tied it up a little bit and then they invested into, of course, 100%. At that time, remember? At that time, remember, we're the only ones. So of course we're gonna blow, because we're the only ones. There's no one else.
Do you think that they were maybe scared that, do you think they might have been scared that they make an investment, sign someone, and then, I don't know, they go to jail?
Of course. But that's part of this in general though, because there's artists that wasn't from the streets and they went to jail. Some artists that they thought was amazing flopped. So that's just part. So that's the same to you. So any excuse they can't really make an excuse for that, because there's big. They've had pop artists that they said, "Oh my days, this person's gonna be the biggest thing on the planet," and all the person flopped straight away, and they put millions into them. So that's the risk of business in general. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. So that's just normal business. But what they didn't do, they didn't even give the people a chance at all. We just was blacklisted straight away. Do you understand? And so a lot of the UK street rap was blocked at early stage. Yeah, that's facts. So that's not me. That's not me being like some conspiracy theorist.
That's true.
But they're not being a conspiracy. And there's people that was saying in meetings, don't push these guys. Facts. There was meetings saying, yeah, nah, we're not playing these guys. The people on the radio going to the people in the DJs and saying, DJs was telling me, the people coming and saying, don't play music from PDC, Mashtown, North Star, where don't play their music. Facts. That's what I'm saying to you. So it's not some conspiracy theory. You get me? Man's talking facts.
Yeah, of course. And do you think, like, it's not even a question really, but the police had also something to do with blocking?
This goes back to, let me tell you something now, let me go back to the snitching thing now,
Right.
Let me go back to the snitching thing now. So there was in 2006, I had a motorbike crash, a bad motorbike crash. I was chased by police, we crashed, nearly died, whatnot, ignored. I've gone to hospital. At the same time, my brother Blacker died as well. So I'm in hospital, I'm handcuffed to the bed. Before this time, then I'm getting arrested for, like, there's loads of things, like man's hot on the road. The feds are handcuffed to the bed. They've come for me. Remember, I'm in hospital, my pelvis is mashed up, scratch up face, I done a motorbike crash. They've nicked me. When I've woken up, they've nicked me, boom, boom, boom. They're nicking you for, when I got a motorbike crash, I had fire, they found bullets next to the motorbike or whatever. So I got arrested for, like, firearms and bullets or whatever. And then they brought me to this police station for they wanted to speak to me about some other murders and other stuff and that. I've gone to the police station now, and the National Crime Agency are there. National Crime Agency police and some next police, men in black kind of police in some suits, some different kind of police. They're there. To this one, hear this now. They're saying to me, "Bro, you lot are causing mayhem on the streets." Boom. And I'm saying, what are you nicking me for? So they're saying, we're not gonna, the bullets, there was no gun found, so we're gonna drop that one. When I got arrested on the what's it called? They're not gonna link for that. All the things they're bringing to me is hearsay stuff, like, we heard you might have been involved in this. Where no comment, no mattings, no comment. They can get all my interviews. I'm like that, like, what? Shut up, man. They're saying to you, boom, hear what they're saying now. This is when I know it's serious. The Feds said to me, they're from the National Crime Agency, they said, "Raw, you lot are doing music now." They said, "Raw, we can make you into one of the most serious individuals in the UK." What? They said, "Raw, we can make you into one of the most serious." They said to me, "Raw, we got a Porsche in in our storage we took from my yard man, and that got deported. But we got his Porsche. We'll give you the Porsche. We'll give you anything you need. We'll make you blow. You get money, everything. Just gotta be working with us." What? They said, "If you don't, we're gonna shut the whole of PDC down." Bro. When I come out of the hospital and after that, they raided all the shops. Everyone heard about that. They raided all the CD shops. They took all our CDs out. All the shops went to dark and cold everywhere and took out our CDs. They said to all the CD shops, "Can't sell this music no more." They phoned MTV, said, "Raw, can't play." Remember, I had a video on there. We had like 2 videos on MTV. They took them down. I had Hustler and some next one on there. We had a PDC one. I think it was like Way Back or something. Was on there. And we had the Channel U ones. They went to all the stations. And this is not me. This is not no conspiracy theorist. You can go and speak to Channel U. They'll say, "Yeah, please phone us." MTV, please phone them. The record shops, Dark and Cold, all the main record shops, Ruthless Records. Police went to all of them. Facts. The police went to them and took out all our CDs. Facts. And they went to we weren't allowed in no venues that we can perform in, O2 academies, those kind of things. Before the O2 Academy was called something else, they were called academies, like Brixton Academy, and so we weren't allowed in no places like that. Do you understand? So imagine, remember, we got shut down so you know already where I went, what road I took, what pill I took, because that's why we got shut down. And now I got blocked from everything. Do you understand? But imagine how many people took the other route. Do you understand? Because they came to me cash. They came to me so confident. So I know the way they came confident, there's definitely people that took the other route. You understand? And they gave them Ferraris, gave them a budget, gave them money, and they're working with the police. You understand? And they push the narrative based that the police are giving them. And that's a lot of people from Brixton, Peckham, North London, East London, Brum, Manchester, every Glasgow, everywhere. There's loads of people on the streets that are doing that same thing and they're pushing for the police. Facts. I'm saying to you, facts. That's facts. I'm saying to you. So when man's out here with their Lamborghinis and their Rolexes and they're doing a mad thing, you're thinking, wow, these men are doing the most. That's why. You got certain men out here talking about, they've been bragging about selling drugs from back in days. How? How? How's man bragging about selling kilos and you haven't been to jail or nothing? What? How, bro? And then, bro, we came out saying certain things, bro. They was onto us straight away, bro. Like, I'm talking about straight away. When I come out of jail in 2004, we started making music. The feds was onto us straight away, bro. It didn't take like 6 months, a year. They was onto us from the first month, bro. Straight, clamping down on us straight away. So how's man out here talking about kilos, selling drugs, doing the maddest things, and they haven't been arrested once? Do you understand that? And man's saying they're selling kilos, and man's selling kilos for real. Man's out here selling drugs for real, bro. And this is a narrative that's out here. So there's a lot of snitching going on. There's a lot of things in the culture that we're not understanding.
I just used to assume it was just cap rap.
That's what I'm saying to you. No, a lot of them are they're cap. Some of them are capping, but some of them are doing it for real. I'm saying to you, and they're part of. There's even known figures in the streets that are very well known. They're police informants, bro. There's certain men that are shooting, and you don't only see a man and you think, well, he's just shooting everyone. He doesn't care. He shoots them in places, but they're not going to jail. And they're shooting everyone. How? On the street, bro, everyone knows it's them. You hear the streets talk about them, but they're just out here, normal. That's what I'm saying to you. There's also certain man that's been on bail since like the 2000s. Gun charge, got arrested, and they're on bail, bro. All till now, they're on bail. How? The police are still looking for certain things. They're saying they're not, like, well, how, bro? That's what I'm saying to you. So there's a lot of things like that, bro. This is what's happening on the streets. It's also in the music industry. There's a lot of clowns that have brought that same thing over from the streets into the music. It's that same behavior. There's a lot of police in America as well. America, they're talking about it. The police are behind some of the labels. They're pushing a narrative. I'm saying to you, and locking up loads of young youths. That's the same in the UK, but the UK one hasn't been spoken about. And it's facts. If you look into it, you'll see. I hope one day a rogue policeman comes out and starts snitching everyone and saying the facts. Because then you'll start hearing a lot of names associated with the police. There's loads of people. Trust me, like I'm everyone's worst nightmare. Because let me find it. I will bring out the information on an interview. Let me get the information. I'll bring it to an interview and they say, well, look, these are bare snitches. I'm saying to you, because a lot of the people, there's a lot of snitches, bro. And it's translated into the music scene and behind the scene as well. It's facts. It's facts. A lot of bloggers, a lot of the people behind are police. There's certain bloggers that just popped out of nowhere, bro. No one knows who they are. Bro, who are you? Where do you come from? How come you just out here that with bare money, with pure views, it just came from nowhere? No one doesn't know where they are, what area they're from, that's come from nowhere. And instigating bare things. You have to look into things differently, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. You're like, whoa, where do they come from? Who's giving them money like that? How did this come from nowhere like that? There's a lot of that going on. So you have to look into things on a serious level. This is why the reset is needed, especially in the UK scene. There's a reset that needs to happen. It's happening though. That's why you see things in like Burkina Faso and Traore and things like, there's a revolutionary change happening. You understand? I'm going to be part of that change as well. I'm saying to you, I'm on that. There needs to be a reset. Yeah, there needs to be a big reset, especially in the UK. It needs to be wiped out. Noah's Ark business. I'm saying to you.
So do you think, like, in those labels today, the feds are still pressuring them to not sign certain man? And
the feds are still, bro, I was in my studio, the door knocked, bam, in the studio. I can't remember who I was with one time. The studio knocked. This is like a year ago. I'm in the studio, the door knocks, bam, some black youths at the door. I say, well, what's good? He's like, oh, I thought it was a session. He was waiting for a session, that's why. So I've opened the door, left the door for like, yeah, come. He's come, but he stopped. Like he's hesitant. So I'm saying, well, yeah, come for your session. He's like, no. I was wanting to speak to, are you Jaja? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, so to speak to you. I'm like, what's up? He's like, oh, yeah, like I'm a police officer. What? Bro, the you looks normal like the man then, bro. Some black you. If he's watching this, he will say, yeah, that was me, bro. He's a black you. He said, well, I'm a police officer and we wanted to pay for some sessions for some young youths to come and use the studio. Like, I'm saying, what? What do you mean? I said, well, forget all of that. I said, well, so what you gonna do? You think you're paying the studio, I think they want to pay like my studio money so the kids can come and do the thing. I'm saying, bro, I'm not taking no money from the police. They do no project with no one. Are you mad? Later, I said, well, you lot need to work on, you lot can never do any business with my generation. We ate your guts. I'm saying to you, but you might can go and work with the new primary school kids and you might can get them on to like you lot now, because now there's black police, now it's different now, you get me? There's different black police, but my generation, we're traumatized, we hate your guts. I'm saying to you, so it's a different. But I'm just talking about, he came to the studio and knocked the door. Normal police. He said he was from Northwest or something. Normal guy, he had normal clothes on and he had his radio on underneath the jacket and that. Normal black guy, bro. If he's in a rave or somewhere, he looks like the man then, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. And so there's loads of those ones out in man's crews and all that. Normal feds. Remember, these guys' crews, you're seeing crews pop up and no one knows where they're from. Like, where's my man from? Oh, he's from out of the ends. Man met him in Conch. And they brought him to the end and he's a super bad boy now. And he's causing pure mayhem. Like raw from no one knows where he's from, And that's all these crews, if you look into a lot of the crews, they've got a guy like that. That's just come from nowhere. And he's just causing mayhem. He's causing problems on purpose. Do you understand? That's a lot of police people, bro. There's a lot of those people. And I know that from, that's a fact from even the guy that came to the studio. If you look at him and how he looks like how me and you are, normal guy. He can fit into anyone's little crew easily. So there's a lot of those around. And that's what needs to be spoke about and looked into on the street culture on a serious level. Because that's everything's kind of getting like, nothing's getting scrutinized almost. See, before on the streets, everyone was digital. Like, well, who's my man? Raw, where are you from, fam? Like, raw, see if no one doesn't know you can vouch for you properly, you can't even come around, man. Like, raw, move. Someone has to vouch for you that like is real vouch for you. Like, it has to be serious. Like, well, what school do you go to? Who's your family? Someone has to vouch for you seriously before you even come around. That don't happen no more. Man just comes around into crews, random guys. Oh yeah, I'm repping Rare Crew now. I'm repping Petnam. I'm repping Angeltown. Some random youths say, well, who's this? It's happened to me before as well. I've seen youths say, oh, who's my man? Oh yeah, he's one of the man them. Where's he from though? Oh yeah, man knows you from down, like up there, sir, innit? What do you mean? It's just, he's from up there, sir. No one knows who's his family. Boy, man don't even know, but I swear he's related to my man. They don't even know what's going on, and he's around the man every day, and they don't know where he's from. That's why you see enough youths now. I mean, probably seen this in your ends. A youth will be in that crew, then next year he's in that crew, and he doesn't like that crew no more. And then he's not in that crew no more. Then he went to East London. My man went from 3 different crews, and man's all right at that. That's wild. He went from 3 different crews. That's like police business. And then each crew he goes into, he destabilizes it and mashes up each crew, and they're all fighting against each other. So by the time he slides out, they don't even notice that he slides out, and their crew's fighting each other. Goes to another crew, causes bare mayhem. That crew's fighting against each other. Then he moves out, and by the time you blink, everyone's in jail. My man's in Nottingham, causing problems.
You know what? I feel like your mindset on that has always been it's always been aligned. Like even back in the day when you had man from your crew go out and make other crews or go into other crews, you always used to be like, I'm not involved in all that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not like, certain things. Like I have to know like I deal with the foundation. I'm very much on foundational things. Like, well, who's that? And who's that? I don't really just deal with any people. You have to come from a certain lineage. We need to take you seriously. Like, well, and if you're coming from business or something normal, that's all right, because it's not. You don't need to be from that lineage. Just from something normal. That's fine. But when it's street stuff, I don't take certain people seriously. Like, nah, that's dangerous. Them guys are popping up from anywhere. Like, you know what's mad? Yeah, there's guys that go on like they do shootings and drugs and rob and all that stuff, and they go into prison. But we're in the prison system, no one doesn't see them. Where did they go? Do you know like police? How there's a place where police they put people for safety, like safe houses. So when the snitches say they get into say you're around a snitch and then you both do a shooting, they'll go. The snitch comes to jail, goes to court with you, does the little remand time, and then when you go into what's called the snitch, just goes somewhere else. You go to Wandsworth prison. The snitch goes to some far jail that no one hears about. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm in some place in where then you don't hear, no one hears about it from him again. He's in a safe house. He's gone to a safe house for a little bit. That's what happens. That's what happens to loads of these people. They're doing those things. No one don't see them in jail. How come no one don't see you in jail? A lot of them go to jail. They're like, bro, but he came there, then he went. I'm saying to you, so there's a lot of things that's not being looked into. I'm saying to you, so if you look into things on a deeper level, one day someone's gonna go and do research, deep, like a proper journalist. You see all the people saying they're journalists, they should be doing proper journalism and going and looking into things properly, like with like fine tooth comb and looking at things properly. They will start seeing loads of problems. Do you understand? In street culture, in the music, in the things, they'll start seeing loads of things happening. Like, wow, okay, these people are connected. Oh, that's why them artists can't go through because this is all a family in this label here. And so when you look into things properly, you start seeing how it's running. You understand? That's happened on a big scale. Same for radio. The radio things, like they're sitting around in their meetings and they're only a certain type of songs going through. Do you understand? Like, well, from that camp, this camp's with us, so he's not around no one, so he can't go through because he's too independent. So we can't push him because he's gonna make a lot of money without no one being involved in it. So there's a lot of politics behind what goes on.
Do you think that's one of the reasons why radio is not the same as it used to be?
Yeah, 100%. They blocked everyone from radio so much that man said, well, fuck the radio. That's what happened. Man said, fuck the radio. Remember back in these, man was tuning into Tim Westwood and them on Friday and Saturday and all that, and you tune into like Jenny Francis on Trace FM, man. Remember that radio was popping, bro. That's where you had to listen to radio. There was no other channel. They were just like they were the real gatekeepers. They don't play your song, you're not going nowhere. That's what I'm saying to you. So when YouTube came out and Jamal Edwards and them man there, rest in peace Jamal, them man there, when them man come out and start giving everyone a voice, a platform, we was loving it, bro. Because now you can speak. Now they don't even need a radio. So I came out, I don't need a radio. I'm saying to you, that's how it got to. So we was happy for that. I'm saying to you, and that's just how it is. And then you had like Posty was doing GRM, but then they got to a point now where Posty's even moving a bit weird sometimes. I'm saying to you, Posty was, I swear, I got a DM Posty like around a couple of years ago. Oh, now he hasn't replied to that DM. I'm saying to you, he will like, I see him like my picture sometimes, but he hasn't replied to the DM though. But bro, how can you reply to the DM, bro? That's what I'm saying to you. These things here, I'm saying to you, this is what happened. This is the scene.
All right, but cool. You see on that Posty thing, yeah? Obviously, Bouncer's gone viral with what he's pushing and what he was saying. But from what I hear, Posty doesn't actually own GRM like that. I think there's now other people involved.
Yeah.
So I don't think he might, I don't know, maybe that's a conversation for him, but he might not have the power to do certain things. Now that's different to not replying to your DM. You know what I'm saying?
That's different, yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But when people like almost attacking him online, and by the way, I don't have a horse in this race, so I don't really, you know what I'm saying? That's not I don't really care to be fair, but looking at it from the outside, like, I'm thinking, right, this better might not even have the power that you don't think he's got.
No, Posty can do it. What Posty's got his business, is running his business, and he can do whatever he wants for his business. He's allowed to do what he wants with his business. He's built something. He's built GRM. So you're allowed to do what you want with your business. But you've also built it on the back of a lot of the old school rap and thingy that come up. Do you understand? So your platform was built off of like, see the foundation, the first people where it was the grime MCs, and then the Joe Blacks, the K Cokes, the Jaja Sozes, the Deviouses, all that you built up your platform. That's that back in the days, that was like us start putting in to the platform as well. So when it gets to the years later and the man are trying to reach out to you and no one can't get through to you, that's mad, bro. That's what I'm saying to you. So that's I just care about things like that. I'm not saying that he can do what he wants for his business. Man can't tell a man what to do with their business. Like, bro, Posty can do what he wants. He can invite who he wants to his parties. Because to me, they've always done that. That's not nothing new. The party things been like for back in the, they've never invited the people. I never got invited to award shows and that, nothing. We didn't get invited to nowhere. So, and we didn't have no beef with no one at the time. We still didn't get invited. Do you understand? So that's not something that's new. That's been done from back in the days. That's like their secret societies or whatever they're doing. That's just their thing. So that's cool. I'm saying to you, that's cool. That's not a problem. But he's allowed to do what he wants with his thing. But I still hear why a man's getting on. I still understand why people are getting onto Posty. I understand it. But he's allowed to do what he wants with his business at the same time. So you can't be mad. I'm not really mad at that. I'm just saying, I didn't ask my DM, bro. What's going on, bro?
Posty, if you see this.
I'm saying to you, I didn't ask my DM, fam. I'm saying to you, bro. I'm saying to you, bro. Because it's not easy. See me, yeah? I'm a man. I will see, man. Like, bro, why not ask my DM, bro? That's what it is. So you should do that with people like me. Because when I see you, I'm a man that will come and say, well, why not answer my DM? The same to you. Like, I'm not one of those fake industry people. I'm saying to you, like, that's what, again, with the street thing, where, remember, they have to know, like, when certain people message you or holler at you, you have to know how to deal with them. You understand? You're getting different kettle of fishes coming at you. You got these people over there, college guys, 9 to 5s, you got different people, then you got the man them. So the man them holler at you, yeah, you better deal with them a certain way. Because when we do see you, you're gonna have to deal with us. Do you understand? And that's what they all forget. And then when they see us, then they're saying, oh, you're a legend, oh my bro, you're a legend, do you understand? No, bro, it's no disrespect, it's right. They're saying to you, they come with that fake narrative thing, like that fake thing. That's what I don't like. That's with the A&Rs, with all of them, they all got that same, that's why I don't respect them.
Don't you think it comes from fear though?
But you're not supposed to be, fear of what, bro?
No, but bro, you know.
No, okay.
You're
right, that could be fair, but okay. What I'm trying to say, I'm not meshing on no disrespect. I'm not saying I mesh them on some crud. I mesh them, remember, I'm a businessman. I mesh them with respect, like, raw, boom, boom, boom. I tell you what happened. Sorry, this is a different thing. I got a company called Indigo Youth. We do like work with young youths as well. Like separately, that's another thing I do. Work with young people. I've helped thousands of young people, artists, creatives, people on the streets, and loads of people. We do mentoring and that. I was in a project one time. I hollered at loads of people to say, well, we're doing a project, we need to help with some, like sponsoring the project. For young youths, just to give young youths like college fair, buy some of them clothes, like help a lot of youths, get me? Like youths on the streets and some had problems with like mental health. Boom, I messaged a bag of people that I know, you know. Hardly any of them got back to me. And that's to do with helping our community, you know. These are people from the community. And man just saying, man just needs support to help these youths. I had like around, at the time, I must have like around 250 youths. Some need help with college, mental health issues, music, filming things, photography. Just, you understand, I'm doing a big thing to help. This is people from, I'm talking about people, youths from like Brixton, Peckham, New Cross, East London, West, all the UK. Youths that we're saying that we are from. We're saying we're from this cloth. So I'm saying, okay, you're saying from this cloth, but there's youths that's from our cloth. That's like our children, our nephews and nieces. They need a little bit of support and help and guidance. Can you offer some? It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a man could say, you know what, Judge, I'm broke, but I can come down and chat to some youths to get some advice. Let's go. Right, you know what, Judge? I can't do nothing, but right, you know what? I got a camera. I'm a cameraman. I can bring 2-3 youths on a video shoot with me and give them some like mentoring assistance. Do you understand? So it's not always financial. It's just that's the support we need to put back into our people. That's the future stars. Do you understand? But when man don't do that now, them little youths grow up and be like, wow, fuck them elders and like, fuck that scene, because when I'm coming up, no one they want to help me, and that's what happens. I'm saying to you. So a lot of youths now, you will hear a lot of youths say, well, we respect Judge, because they remember at the beginning stage.
100%.
They don't remember. It's not, even yourself and everyone else. They always go back to the beginning stage, not the stage when they're famous. The stage when it was normal.
100%.
I was there at the beginning of it. When they holler at me, I'm there at the early stage, and that's what I'm supposed to do as someone that's saying I'm from that cloth. I'm saying to you. So that's why I don't rate a lot of the people. I'm saying to you, because they're saying it from the cloth, but you're not really from the cloth. You're saying the cloth to make yourself look good. But when it's tested, really, you're not really there. You understand?
No, that's true. That's true. You know, I was going to say, when I was saying to you, some of it could come from fear. Yeah. Remember, there's a lot of men who, like, no disrespect to them, but they go around certain men, and they're just nervous. You know what I'm saying? They might have heard a couple stories or I don't know, but they're very nervous. They don't want to say the wrong thing, and they just don't have what it takes to just say, bro, Judge, I can't help. Or bro, you know what I'm saying? So I think like sometimes we see that like we don't get it because we're approaching them with bare respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But I think sometimes it comes from that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's it. But I just don't respect it when I see man afterwards bragging about the cloth.
Yeah,
I'm from this place. Yeah, I'm from rare. And you I got this. I'm doing all this stuff. It's like raw. You're not putting back into the cloth that you're saying you're from though. That's mad. I don't get that. Yeah, so I'm not really. Even if it doesn't mean you have to go there and be hanging around in the hood and all. I'm not talking about that. I'm just about like putting back. Like say man's moved to the nice areas that now, and they're going in your big house and you've got your cars, your Lamborghinis, you got 8 Lamborghinis, 50 Rolexes, and you're doing your thing. No problem. Cool. Send back a little 10 bags or something to projects that are helping you at the beginning stage. Remember, you're there now, but remember where you was before. Another you is at that same point where you was at the beginning when it was hard and they haven't got the assistance. And you remember how it was. I remember what it was like. It was hard, bro. When I needed to get CDs done and money's hard, I had to go and rob. I had to go and do something. You understand? I had to scan a couple top drug dealers and I had to do a couple of things to get CDs, you know? That's what I'm saying to you. I didn't have no elders say, you know what, raw, we're going to get some money together and we're going to bust you. Here's a little 30 grand for you lot to go and do some CD stuff and come off the road. Do you understand? We didn't have that. So we had to go and rob and that. And because of that, certain man went to jail and they didn't get to pursue their careers and their artistic talents because they were trying to get money to fund their businesses, you understand? So that's where I come in and say, you know what, let's try and support these. Imagine there's, what I'm saying, I know a lot of people now, so I'm saying, imagine I'm messaging like 50 man and like 2 get back to me, bro. But they're all from the cloth, you know? I'm saying, well, that's mad, bro. That's mad, bro. Then they go online talking about, I'm from this, I'm real, I'm from this place and the people respect me and no, they don't, bro. It's real, bro. It's what it is. Same for the shooters and all the same things, all fake. Remember, everyone's I'm a shooter, everyone's a killer. Bro, if there was a war right now and France or someone coming and all them racist white men and they got big guns and AK-47s and mad things like, well, man, they wouldn't be there. Man, they would be there. The youths wouldn't be there with their knives. What are they gonna do? You're gonna go die. I'm saying to you, man, just sit on a cliff and shoot all of you. I'm saying to you, so we with your knife, that's not gonna do nothing. I'm saying then the other man then, most man would be, if there was a war going on, most man wouldn't last past like a week because you've got no bullets. Got a mash with like 20 bullets. So who you shooting? You gotta go bam, one shot and go and hide for like 20 days and then come back and bust another one shot every 20 days. That's what I'm saying to you, because you haven't got enough bullets. But that's what I'm trying to say. So when we're talking about things, we have to look at things and the fact, when I hear man talking about, they're war zone and man's got this and that, bro, you're just saying that to your community. Because if there was real beef, like real problems, like see when the people went to that, I think it was in COVID and they had that thing with the white guys who was coming down to London and do you remember that? With Tony Robinson or something? Oh yeah. Remember that had that thing and everyone went to West End or somewhere. Boom, boom. Yeah. That's that kind of thing there. That's some that was real with guns. That was a real war. But bro, no one went there because they ain't got no guns, bro. you haven't do nothing, bro. What are you gonna do? You're just all gonna die because the man gonna come with their big guns, bro, and shoot you. That's what I'm saying to you. So this when we look into things on a real level, you can see it's gimmicky. You understand? Because if there's real war, like most of them, the men that would go there and was beefing in a real war, they eventually, I think most men would last. Let's be real, street guys, they'll probably last like a month of a war with what their artillery. If that. A month is, bro, that's a lot of your bust. Imagine you're in a war, you're shooting, pop, 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 pop. You're shooting for a whole month, bro. Most have to hide, bro. Everyone's getting, your wife's getting raped, your kids are getting raped, everyone's getting raped and killed from the other, because that's what they do, the soldiers. It's mad. Everyone's getting raped, killed, shot, murdered, slaughtered, heads chopped off. It's mad. That's what I'm saying to you. So when everyone's saying they're killers and they're this and that, it's like, bro, You kill her for who, bro? So a lot of the narrative is it's like a fake narrative. Like where a lot of people are pushing, you get me? I don't take a lot of people seriously. Because when they're saying they're killers, and I'm like, bro, really? I'm not saying to you, but this is what's happening. So this needs to get checked. A lot of the things need to get checked. When man saying they're this and they're the killers and gang banging and they're doing all the stuff that you're killing your brethren, you mean? When man say they're killers, when most man say they're killers, remember they mean they're killing their brethren or someone that you used to know, you don't like no more, and you're gone to kill him. That's what it basically is. It's not nothing else. You're not like
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people and young youths, they don't even realise that they're being used as pawns. Like, you know, they think that they are in charge of their actions, but they don't know that this thing's deeper than that.
Yeah, it's deeper. Deeper than that. Deeper than that. They don't understand. A lot of them don't understand, but that's just what they're seeing. They're following what they're seeing, because a lot of them grew up on, you see a lot of the young youths that grew up on, not the PDC on the screens, the people that saw us on the streets. A lot of them have sense, you know, because they saw how the man was moving. They saw that man was on the road, but man was also, like, see like a real neighborhood, like street guys that are real G's or real OGs. Those people are looking after their neighborhood. They're making sure, like, well, no one's getting robbed. The community's safe. Everyone's making money and living good. The grandmas and grannies are safe to go shopping, and everyone's good. Yeah, that's a real OG. They're looking after their community. They're looking after it, and the community is thriving. They're like, well, how can we make people make more money? How can we do this? That's real G's. That's an OG. That's what. Look in the mafia. Look at all the people. That's what was happening. They're looking after their community. They're doing other stuff, of course. They're doing there'd be shootouts. There'd be little things happening, and of course. But their main thing was, well, looking after their family and their community. That was a big thing. So if you're not doing that, and you just a one man running around shooting, what's that? You got mental health issues, rude boy. Yeah. That's nothing to do with OGs or real street guys. You got mental health issues. You're running around smoking bare weed, shooting bare people, and then you come back saying, I run my ends. Bro, you don't run your ends. You're causing chaos in your ends. You're mashing up the community, and you got mental health issues. You need to go and deal with your trauma, childhood trauma, because enough man got feel like when they was little and bare things, and they got problems, you understand? And they're taking that out on the community and then the people around them, you get me? Because they're doing something like someone filled them up, or they got bummed, or a girl got things. You know, there's things that's happened, you get me? And a lot of people are dealing with those things, those issues, and they're bringing that outside. That don't mean you're OG though. That don't mean you're a real G, your community, do you understand? So there's a lot of things that need fixing with the mentality that when people say streets or I'm an OG or I'm a this, it's like, well, you got a bit confused with what that is. You understand? You're supposed to be looking after your community. That's the real OG. The real big man on the ends. You see, when I hear you say, I run my ends. What do you mean you run your ends? Like, are you helping people make money? Are you making sure the community's safe? Are the elders feel safe in your community? Do you understand? Are you making sure that the young girls around there, like, they're not getting violated? Do you understand? That's when you can say, I run my ends. Yeah. Are you in touch with the local, like the politicians of the area, the local mayor? Are you liaising with people, the community groups? If you're not doing that, you don't run your ends. Do you understand? So when man saying they run their ends, you don't run shit. I'm saying to you, you don't run shit. You run a bunch of other people that got no sense, got mental health issues, smoking a bag of weed and not doing bummy stuff. They're sitting over there in the corner of the estate just every day, not doing nothing and smoking weed. Talking about they're running their ends. How, bro? That's what I'm trying to say. And this is a narrative that we need to make sure, it needs to change. Because that's what man thinks do you know what everyone thinks that's what run their ends is? Sitting in that alleyway with bare man on the stairs, smoking pure weed, no one can't come on these stairs. None of you man can come on these stairs. Trust me, you can't come on these stairs. Man will run you off the stairs. That's what they think. They think that's running their ends. That's what's happening. That needs to stop. You don't run shit, bro. You're big men that's past 21, sitting on a stairwell that looks pissy and stinking, smoking weed every day and harassing the girls that walk past. Bro, you are bums, bro. You like the men outside the bookies. I know that every area's got the men outside the bookies, and they just call all the young girls that walk past and they're just bums. You're the version of them on the estate. That's all it is. And that's what people need to understand. There needs to be a change in how we see things. It needs to go back to being what it is. I'm saying to you, real area leaders. When you say a leader, so that's what a leader is. I'm saying to you. So what everyone's got, I'm saying for the rappers and all the stuff, like a proper street rapper and listen to what they're saying. There's certain things, like right now, here man saying, like, a man will say, like, driving a car, red. Bro, that's hard. What? Like, the things change, you get me? And a man that says something like a proper story about like a real street saga or something good, that he's poetically said a whole story, he's nothing, he's a shit. It's mad. It's kind of changed, you get me? Yeah, that's what's happening right now. So I think he needs to go back to, not even go back to, just needs to be set correctly. Yeah, it's not going back, we're not about going back into the past. The past is gone. But what it is about doing is going back and correcting things, what a leader is, what a street guy is, what a street rapper is. This is a grime MC. This is it's about setting the foundations properly. And the A&Rs, if they were proper A&Rs, they would have been doing that in the music scene. With the labels, they would have been saying, no, these are street rappers, these are grime MCs, these are rare. That's what they were supposed to be doing. Do you understand? I don't believe they've done their job properly. You feel me?
If you was in that building, if you was in like that building, I don't know, an A&R or head of a label in that building, what would you do differently?
What I would have done differently, if I'm in a label thing at the time now or at the time?
It'd be good to get both.
Okay, so back in the days, what I would have done if I was at A&R, I would have said, okay, right now we have sections, we have the North Star, we have East London, we have the South people, we have people in West. What I would have done, I would have went and got the Jaja, come have a meet with you. Can we set up like what artists do you have? If we set up a label deal with your crew and you sign the artist under your label, you understand? And we get like a distribution, we get a distribution percentage or whatever. You work out something with that one. And I've done that with each different camp. Do you understand? So I would have put those people in charge of a label and make them sign the younger artists. So that means in my area, I would have been like, it would have been like them reach out to me, then I would have sort of formed a label, then I would have signed the ones underneath. I would have been like DV, Sneakball, Political Peak. I would have done all the people on the artists and the thingy. So make sure they all got their money, they all got their albums, they all directed properly, all developed properly, professionally, then they're doing it. North Star would have done the same thing. They would eventually have done they would eventually been signing the young ones that's out now. Is it like, who's in that area now? Is it Tion Wayne and all that? And so they would have eventually been under Eddie One and all. They would have been all under that label of the farm. Was it farm? They were from farm. So imagine they had farm records or something. They would have all been under farm records. Say the Mashtown, all the East lot, Rimsey and all them, they would have all been under Mashtown records. Do you understand? And then that's how you would have seen the scene grow. And then the grime MCs would have been under like Chipmunk. Like say that Skepta had a label, and then whatever label they had, that would have been all the new grime MCs. That's what I'm saying to you. That would have been a better way to formulate things. Do you understand? So, and make the scene grow where we're in ownership. So that now there's like a hierarchy. Do you understand? And everyone's eating. And then say for instance, I know there's someone else coming up, I could say, okay, you don't do, like say there was a biker or someone, he's not a rapper or something, I'll say, okay, you can be a consultant and you'll get employed as a consultant. My man over there, you're gonna get employed as an A&R. You get employed and then Gigs would have done the same thing under his area, you get me? SM1, they would have had their one, boom, boom, boom. All the men that ain't rapping are consultants, A&Rs, marketing, advertising. Do you understand? That's how you create an economy. I'm saying to you, and it works. I'm saying then when we get like that now, and we start doing, whether the artists are competing, whatever, normal rap's competitive. We do have rap beefs and that, but it's competitive for the art. Not for the streets, for the art. You understand? For the art of it, we're competing, we're all making money. That's how you're supposed to be moving as an A&R. The A&Rs ain't moving like that. So that shows me already, you're not from our thinking, you're not from our place. Do you understand? That's facts. I'm saying to you, there are things not like that. There are things like, well, scrap all of you, I'm gonna get a white artist, I'm gonna make them sound like you lot, and we're gonna make £1 million off them. And fuck all of you. And then when they see something blow, they try to jump on it. You understand it? When one artist does blow from the ends, they jump on it and sign them. You understand? Like, well, like say for instance, like say for instance, someone from Mashtown and the young artist is blowing, they jump on him quickly and they'll be like, oh yeah, come. But I thought you didn't like us. So why are you signing our artists then if you don't like us? You shouldn't be signing no one because you said that you don't like us. You understand? But they're jumping on bandwagons. That happens all the time. When there's someone about to blow, they jump on them. And now you're signed. Like, well, who you signed to? What you signed to them lot? The same people that saying that this is shit, or we're too bad, or that music can't blow. That's mad. You understand?
And if you was in that building today, what would you do today?
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. With the same concept, but with the artists now. So I'll do the same thing with the new. Remember, there's a new Jaja Soze. Do you understand? There's a new Northtown. There's a new version. Because remember, there's always a different cycle. The cycle continues, just different people now. So it's just linking those ones there and then doing that same concept. And same for Brum. Brum and Manchester got a mad talent, you know, and they've been left out. I heard one guy saying about like Brum, Manchester, and that kind of gets blocked. The Midlands gets blocked out. He does. The Midlands got some artists that's better than London rappers. They got some dope artists down there. They got dope, but they get left out. And I remember I heard someone saying that GRM even created like a Midlands GRM instead of putting them on the normal GRM. Just put them on. They're just artists, bro. It's why we always. That's what I'm saying to you. It's always like raw, like it's like a blockage thing. Like raw, they're as good as any other artist. If you put a Brum rapper with a London rapper and they're going head to head, some of the Brum rappers will slaughter the man then, bro. That's facts, bro. And that's not just come from Brum. There's some Manchester rappers that are cold.
Liverpool,
cold, bro. Like cold. If they go back to back and I find a booth with some London man and they're slaughtering them, bro. Slaughtering them, fam. That's facts. I'm saying to you, and that's the same thing. I'm saying to you, like I thought I nearly had faith in Charlie Sloth for a little while. Thought he was gonna do some stuff. I'm saying to you, but then just went.
Look, you know what? Maybe he got sick and tired of the flipping. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying to you. But what Charlie Sloth did put in mad work. He helped a lot of people as well. He did help a lot of people. The fire in the booth blew bare people, bro. Facts, bro. I had an old fire in the booth, bro, and that helped me, bro. I made money from that, bro. So I can't even lie. Like, even we get money, I think I got some sponsorship deal from some clothing brand or something from them times there.
Okay.
From that fire in the booth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. From
that I got it. So, and that happened to a lot of people. They got things from the fire in the booths. You know what I'm saying to you. So that was one that he did after one. You could at first you could get to Charlie Sloth because he was for us, but then when he started getting bougie, he started getting the quiff, and then they got the quiff hairstyles and started getting Rolexes and that. Then you can't get through to him after that. So it's sad that happens though. Like when they get the quiffs and they get the Rolexes and then they get the little shorts, they start wearing tight shorts and all that. And then from as soon as they start wearing tight shorts, you can't get through to them again. Happens to everyone. Happens to cameramen. I remember cameramen coming to me at the beginning stages, bro. Do you know how much cameramen came to me, bro, at the beginning stage, bro, that I put on? They couldn't get no one on their channels, you know. No one, everyone's like, well, nah, man. And they've come to me and I said, yeah, boom, I've helped them get on people on their channels. Like, bro, as soon as they got popping, yeah, bro, DM them, aired, bro. Facts, bro. That's loads of people.
Why do you think that is?
As soon as they get tight shorts, that's how it goes. As soon as they get tight shorts. As soon as they get tight shorts here, they're gone, fam. You see man in tight shorts, Rolex, man gets certain haircuts, man's gone, bro. They don't even answer their DMs again. They're like, raw, fuck that. They don't answer no one again. That happens to his cameramen, the fire in the booth people, GRM daily, A&Rs. That's how it goes. As soon as they get like, it's like the white or the stamp on their thing. They get like a contract from those kind of people, the industry. As soon as they get that, yeah, they're like, look, can't chat to me. That's like it's kind of like that, and it's sad, but that's what happens. You know, and you DM them, they won't answer back. It's facts. It's not like I'm saying that. It's what it is. I'm saying to you, it happened to all of them. I'm saying to you. So yeah, that's how it goes. I remember one time. I hollered at. I remember Fumes, the engineer, one time. He come to me. He's come to me beforehand. Like he's come and check me like at my studio and say, yeah, Judge, I want to do this. I talked to him about like, you know what. He wants to do. He wants what he's doing now. What's it called again? The freestyle thing he's doing. He come to because he used to have a place here he used to have a studio set up in where it was. I think it was Harrow or West or somewhere. I used to go there and do a couple of. He had like a green screen room and a studio thing, but he must have closed it down. He wasn't running, and he come to me and said, "Well, I want to set up a studio, Judge. I want to do this." He wanted to do it with me at first in the studio, but then he ended up just doing his own one. But he wanted to do that kind of setup. But I remember him talking about it and. I'm giving him advice saying, yeah, boom, we're talking. He was cool. This is when he was hungry though. Bro, years, when he got his thing, when he started blowing up, bro, message them, man, bro. Them man sent like some different kind of message, like, you know, like different tone. The tone in the, I'm saying, man got tight shorts, it's different now. Man sent me back some different, you know, the message sounds different, you get me? But one of the things he fumes, though, he did message back though, he didn't air. He's like, yeah, Judge, we're big up, boom, boom. But he still was like, the tone's different now, you get me? Yeah, it's like, bro, you be careful of the tone, you get me? Yeah, that's what it is like. But but I'm used to that. Happens a lot, and a lot of people forget themselves once they do that. I'm saying it happens with all the platforms. Man saying to me like, well, yeah, Judge, you got to pay money. What? Pay money, bro? Are you mad? Man was busting your channel when no one was on your channel, bro. I got to pay. It's mad. That's what I'm saying to you, and that's what happens to a lot of them. They forget. Yeah, they forget. I'm saying to you, it's not like obviously you're doing business, but you don't ever forget the people that first
where you come from
put you on.
Yeah.
Not even where you come from, the people that you come to someone for help and advice. That's like someone that's mentored you and helped you. Imagine you go to a mentor and he helps you make £1 billion. And then the mentor comes to you and says, yo, big man, let me get like, let one of my artists get on your thing. You're saying, boy, you know what? Yeah, we only work with rare. And he's like, raw. He's the one that helped you make £1 billion, you know. You're now saying to him, boy, you know what? Right now, we only let certain people go on our thing, you know. Like, hey, what, you know, if you give me 10 grand though, I'll blow you. It's like, what? After he's the one that helped you get £1 billion. That's mad, bro. I'm saying to you, like, it's weird. It's a weird. The tight shorts come in again. As soon as man gets the tight shorts on, everyone flips, bro. It's mad, but that's how it is. And you see, as I've seen that happen loads of times in the industry. I've seen that happen loads, bro. Like rappers is, bro. I've helped rappers, bro. Bro, even from Brixton, bro. I've helped man blow, yeah. Hey, bro, I've helped man from Brixton blow, yeah. Bro, man, they even come back and said, "Well, Judge, do you need like a new computer for the studio? Do you need some assistance in anything?" Man, they even come. We don't even hear back from man again, bro. Same thing, man gets tight shorts, Rolex, man's gone, fam. You don't even hear back from them, bro. Yeah, there's certain man living in Brixton I don't even chat to, bro. Yeah, because of that. I'm saying raw. Say nothing. I don't even chat to them, bro. I don't even like them. They know I don't like them as well. They're pissed. They still like my things and they still try to chat, but they know I don't like them. I'm always a thorough guy. Anyone that knows me says Judge has always been like that. Yeah, like if I don't like you, I will tell you. I will make it known, facts, like straight. I'm saying to you, and there's even guys from Brixton that I'll put on, and if you see how they move afterwards, it's like raw. See nothing, like same thing for them. So how I put you on, I'll say to them like, raw, there's the next young you that I'm putting on. Like when you was getting put on, I'm saying, well, help the little you out. Oh, boy, Judge, you know. I'm like, raw, that's mad. That's deep. I'm saying to you, so that's what you have to get. That's how the game's like that. Yeah, games like that, serious.
And that's true. Some people get out of, I don't know, the bucket or whatever, and they don't want to help the people that
they just forget.
Yeah.
But it just shows that it's just a fake. That just shows that you was just a fake individual. That's just like a disloyal individual. Yeah, and then what happens? Them ones you don't get mad. I don't get mad. That's why you don't hear me. I don't air no one out on. I won't go out on like on my socials and air man out like raw. I don't do that. I won't just air man out of that. I'll just leave them, because what will happen? The same thing you put out was the same thing that will come back to you. The same energy you put out, you just mirror yourself. So the same thing you come out will happen to you. Same, so I just leave them. It is what it is. You just show your true colours. Yeah, it's like even man out there now that's doing like everyone out there podcasting, screaming and doing all the things, that's in their personality. So people always ask me, why don't you do that? That's not in my personality. That's never been in my personality to act out of character, to do something. It's not in me. So them man can do that because that's in their characters. It's not in my character. I'm saying to you, so the scenes change now, but you're seeing who people are now is who they've always been. Should you get that? Yeah, so it's not, I'm not surprised that anyone doing anything. Like whether it's rappers, content creators, directors, cameramen, because who they are now is who they was always. Do you understand? There's certain man now, yeah, that they came in that they're tough and all that, but let someone give them £10 million. That man will put on tight shorts and some green shoes, quick, bro. And you'll be like, what happened to my man? He was always like that. Do you understand? He was always like that, but the 10 million made him be able to now tap into himself. Do you understand? That's all it is. People over there, because a lot of people, the street stuff is a front, you know. You see when a man's acting tough on the street, that's a front. That's a safety mechanism to keep yourself safe. But really, as I always say to bear man, this is what I say to a lot of people when I'm doing my mentoring and that. I say, bro, yeah, I know you're rude way that, you got your reputation, but what do you really want to do? And they'll say, "Raw, Jaja, I would love to do painting, you know." I'm like, okay, that's your real thing. Yeah, that's the real side of you. And then the next one, I'll say to man, "Raw, like, Raw, I know you're a killer in that. You say you're killing everyone, like, but what do you really want to do?" You say, "Raw, I love doing chefing." I'm like, "Raw, you like?" You say, "Yeah, I love cooking. I cook all the time." But no. That's who you really are. You're really a chef, but you're just out here. You're just trying to protect yourself, but really you're a chef, and that's loads of people. They're under the core is the real person. I'm saying to you. So people, when I was on the streets and people were saying, "Oh, Jaja's changed." I didn't change. I was always an activist kind of person. That's how I grew up. I grew up wrestling, remember? So it's all I've been at from I was a kid. I've always been like a revolutionary kind of like angle. I've always had that visionary thing from when I was a little kid. The streets, so I just got caught up on the streets. So who I am is who you see. Do you understand? And that's with everyone else. Who they are is who they are. That's who you are. Like what you're going towards is who you are. When you see a man snitch, that's who he is. He's got those characteristics. When you see a man do something mental healthy, he's always had, from he's young, that man was cutting off like the ants' heads and playing the park and trying to cut the worms in half, and that man was always doing weird stuff. Do you understand? You know when he was little, there's bare man that was doing weird stuff. He was little, like in school, they'll be doing weird things like they run up to a girl and flick up her school dress, and they do weird things. You're like, raw. Later on down they're like, when they're older, that guy's a nonce. Or you understand, this guy's a serial killer, or this guy's a serial. But when they was younger, they were doing things that was weird already. So it was already in them.
Do you think that sometimes it's things that they would have seen growing up, maybe learned behavior at home or something? Do you know what I mean? Or...
Yeah, it could be learned, or it could just be in them. I'm saying to you, sometimes it's just that's your characteristics of just who your personality is from when you're young. You're just a baby. You know, some babies, they come out just crying. That's just the DNA that they was created, because remember, your dad could have those tendencies in his DNA, and your mum has a mad tendency, and you've got both those characteristics. So that's why it comes out of your characteristics. And now you're just cutting up worms and doing the mad shit, but your dad was kind of like that when he was thingy, when he was younger. You just got it 10 times worse because you got both the DNAs. That's what it is. I'm saying to you. That's what it is. I'm saying to you. So enough people that are doing dodgy stuff, you speak to their family members, they'll say, yeah, his granddad was like that. Or his rere was like that. A man makes enough money, he's a hustler. And then you go to speak to the family, they'll say, yeah, his granddad was serious. His granddad used to own land, and his granddad was like this. And you're like, okay, that's why he's like that. That's true. You understand? It's just, so we have, we get passed down traits. That happens to everyone. All of us have got that. We all got traits from something. Some are bad, some are good. You understand? We all got it.
You know, like we touched on mental health, and I saw a clip of Tempman, and you know, it looked like he was going through mental health. So, you know, when you as the founder of PDC, and you know, you saw them men sort of grow up. When you see that, like what goes through
that's
your man.
In regards to mental health, I've got friends that's in mental institutions like that I grew up with, that they're gone. Like they're gone. There's got friends in Brixton now that are just gone. They're walking up and down. That was my brethren, my proper friends that I grew up in my house with and everything, and then they're gone. All if I can do when I see them is like, well, have you eaten? And they'll say, yeah, Elijah, I'll give them money. I say, well, I buy them trainers. I bought a man trainers. He went out the place and gave to someone. And you can keep buying trainers. You just give it away, or put one on and then throw another one away. And you buy him a jacket, he will throw the jacket away. Or he'll wear the jacket on top of the other jacket, and then it's mad. So there's only so. I'm saying to you, Tempman he's had a crazy life growing up. Oh, his childhood was crazy. His story is deep. I'm saying to you, he's had a deep upbringing. Yeah, a lot of stuff has gone on in his life. So he's had issues from. Like, even remember his early music, you can hear his music. I'm saying to you, murder, 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 death, death, kill. The Glock will pop and make the blood spill. Remember he said some mad, you're like, raw. He said some crazy stuff. You know, when you look back at his music, he's been like that. He's not new. All it was there, people thought it was entertaining. But if you listen to what he was saying, I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you that the dark house, the dark rear. I mean, he's saying some serious stuff in his lyrics. I'm saying to you, that's how he's grown up. I'm saying to you, he's got his story is deep. So he's always had those things, and he's been arrested fighting police. Remember, he's strong. Before Tempmans always been strong. He's always been like a maniac. He's just how he is, and the police can't control him. They had problems with him when they was arresting him. So yeah, I think they tried to juice him one time, and he's been in loads of things. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah. So he's not just had mental issues. That's part of his character from a long time, from he was young. He's not just like, oh, just now he's got that thing in him. Tempman is like that. You could get him on a good day, then you could see him on a bad day. One day you see Tempman, he's fly. The next day you see him looking cruddy. That's just how he's got that behaviour. I'm saying to you, that's in his thing. And yeah, it's something that pisses me off. I'll phone him like, oh, Judge, man. Judge, you're always on to me, man. But there's only so much I can do, you get me? As a big bro, there's only so much you can do. Yeah, but yeah, Tempman, I think he's in jail now. I think he's back in jail again. He's been in and out of jail his whole life. Yeah.
And talk about like jail as well. There's I've seen you touch on this, I think once or twice, like the DV situation. Yeah. When you see DV go through what he's going through, or like goes through your mind.
What's mad? Yeah, the DV thing is like I haven't spoke to DV, you know.
Okay.
I haven't spoke to him since like properly. I wrote him a letter. We spoke briefly, get me, but we haven't spoken like on a proper deep level. I'm saying to you because obviously there were certain things that happened that, you get me, we had our little differences. Just at the beginning stage. You know what I'm saying to you, but yeah, that was something that I think he's, from my point of view, it's like when you make a mistake and they have to live with that. That's how it goes. You make a mistake, you have to live with it. It's accountability. You make a mistake, whether it's when he comes out, he will tell his story. Like even like, well, when he comes out, you hope he does like a interview, and he comes and he's talking. That's what everyone's probably waiting for. I'm saying to you, so that's what I'm waiting for. Everyone's waiting for like hear your side and what you want to say. I'm saying to you, but it's the same thing as it's like imagine you have a little brother and he does something bad. But he's still your little brother. Yeah. Do you understand that? Yeah. So it's like, raw, you're pissed. Because I get the thing as well. When something happens to your little brother, it happens to you as well. They're like, oh, that's my man's brother. Do you understand? Even girls and that be like, raw, that's my man. That's his big bro. You get me? I'm like, raw. So I'm with you with it. You get me? I get it as well. You get me? It's like, raw, that pisses me off sometimes. You get me? But that's your little brother. And that's what happens, yeah. So you still have to, he's still my little bro, regardless, I'm saying to you. And hopefully he learns from that and he explains his own story and I can't speak on his behalf. Yeah, I'm saying to you. But from my point of view, it's like, it's just when your little brother does something and you're pissed. Like, raw, why you do, you get me? You're mad, but it's your little brother still. Yeah.
So, obviously, like, you're like a big brother figure to a lot of people. Is there anyone that you look at and you're actually proud of them in like for what they've achieved?
There's loads of people that I'm kind of proud of, you know. There's quite a few. That I would say that they've changed their whole life around. Would you say like what do you mean like from the hood?
Even that, you know what I mean? Or they're doing great things, or sometimes I don't know. We might have
one of the people that I'm proud of is Art Ads. Yeah. I like Art Ads. Yeah, everyone always says, "Well, Judge loves up for Art Ads." Yeah, Art Ads. Yeah, he's one of the ones that. Yeah, I'm proud of Art Ads because I see his whole journey from when he was a kid. Remember, from when he was a little kid. From when the first time he come to me, I come out of jail. I met Art Ads. I come out of jail. And he was young. He was young. And he come up to, and I said he was with, there was like a few of them. I said, "Ro, where you lot from?" And they said, "Well, from Angetown." I said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, we're the youngers. We're younger PDC, get me?" I was like, "What? There's no younger PDC you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, we're PDC with it." Well, then I think them times Inch said, "Yeah, they're they're little brats, man. They're just annoying, and that's why they got the name, the PDC brats.
Okay.
But they were just young. They were little, tiny, fam. Like City of Gods, you know, the little kids. They were tiny, and then that's when I first kind of met Ads, and then after that, I think he went to prison, and I saw him in Shallow again after that. And he's like, "Raw Judge, I want to do this music thing properly." And from that time there, me and Ads have been like that. I'm saying to you, from that time there, like. He's so what I like about Ard Ads, he listens. So I'll say, Raw, do this, do that. And he'll be like, Raw, Judge, rare. And he will come to me. He will, like, Ads has always been one of the youths that he says, Raw, Judge, look at this. What do you think I should do with this? So I'll say, yeah, do that. And he'll be like, yeah, okay. And then he'll come back to me and say, Judge, I've done this. Look at this. He will come and give me he will teach me some things like, Raw, Judge, you know, like, this is the new thing and you can do this. I'm like, Raw, don't like. So Ads has always been like very productive. I'm saying to you, I like people that are like, they can take failure and then they come back. They don't get mad and say, fuck this, say this. You fail on something and you come back. Yeah. So as his transition to the jewelry, what he's doing now is a madness. Like, I'm like, I rate that. I rate that. So he's definitely one that I rate. There's who else that I've seen that Sneakball's done good. Sneakball's done good. Biker's done good as well. Biker's transition to what he's doing now. He's like a hood A&R. Yeah, he's kind of like a hood A&R. Yeah. He's kind of like a hood. He's like a hood A&R. Yeah, he's like a hood A&R. He's done he's done a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't even know. He's done a lot of big things. Yeah, he's done a lot of big things.
I got an interview with him.
Yeah. He's done some big things. Yeah, he's done some big things. Yeah, Biker's been running from young, from the get-go. Biker and Ribs were like the first young youths around me. Like, from young, I'm talking about. Their man was like, he's like 10 and all that, 11 and all that, from when they was, Is
Ribs still in the country?
No, Ribs is in prison now. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ribs is in prison. But their man been on from young. Biker's been outside from a long time. He's one of those useless. He's been out for long. But Biker's, he's done a lot of things behind the scenes that's good and that. Yeah, man. So, but there's quite a few that have done well for themselves. There's quite a few. Then you had like the OC lot. You had Locks that was doing good. He was doing like a lot of business stuff and he's done really well. He had Locks. Also there's a few. My head's gone blank, but
no, that's cold, man. You know, you're someone who tends to help a lot of people. And I saw not too long ago you visited Ghana.
Yeah. I was in Ghana,
And I thought to myself, like, I just thought, Judge is out there probably helping people. Or, I don't know what. How was it? And what brought that trip?
You know what it is? I've always travelled. I've been to a lot of places, you know. I've been to I've travelled a lot. But the Ghana trip, I just went to. My dad lives out there.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad's been out there when I was young.
Okay.
Yeah, so my dad's out there. So I went up in the mountains and I checked it out and went down to Accra and it's like a ghetto paradise. Yeah, that's all. Just open up my eyes to like a new way of like how people are living and doing stuff and that. And I'm gonna be doing stuff out there, some projects and that out there as well. But I just went to basically to catch the vibe. And to see the vibe. And there's a lot of things there's a lot of changes that need to happen over there as well. Yeah, of course. But there's a lot of potential. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. I think a lot of people from the UK and the diaspora can benefit for themselves and they can benefit the people by going back over there and investing and building and guiding and helping and being and partnering with them. Yeah, it's a big thing because same, like there was one time I went to Sudan. I've been to Sudan. I went to Sudan in 2000 and I think it was like 14 or something like that when they had the last conflict out there. They had a Sudan. I went to Juba, South Sudan. It's madness. And they got kidnapped out there by soldiers and all that. Yeah, it was serious. Yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff. So that Sudan one was a big eye opener. I see dead bodies on the floor. Yeah, walking one place, I see some woman in some drain, just dead. The body is there, like people just walking past her. Yeah, Sudan was like a crazy eye opener. Yeah, crazy eye opener. Like, it was serious. That was the mad waps, like Some waps that I haven't seen, you get me? Some mad, it was, Sudan was like, it was serious. The soldiers were on crud. Yeah, we went down one bit that weren't supposed to be down, and the person I was with took a picture of a building, and soldiers came out of bushes and with mad machines and all on us and all that. Yeah, it was serious. So yeah, I've been for a lot of escapades on my travels. Went to Egypt on the way back. The feds got me in the UK. Some top police talking about. I went over there when I went to Egypt. It was the same time when the bomb went off in Egypt. So I went there at that time. When I come back, they gave me pure hassle on the way back. So my travels have been, I'm always traveling. Yeah, I've traveled loads of places and I enjoy traveling. Yeah, and I'm saying to you, I'm not one of those people that's just like a hood person in London. I've been to hoods all around the world. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that just go. I'm saying when I was in Sudan, I was in like Juba, I was in the main, like gunshots, curfews, it's savage. I'm in the mix, you get me? Right. I'm one of those people that, I'm part of the culture for real, you get me? Yeah, it's not just like, I'm just not like area bad boy and all that. I'm not on all that, but I love traveling. I love seeing different cultures, seeing different things, learning about different things and business opportunities. Yeah, and obviously time out as well. Sometimes you need time out from the UK. UK's hassle sometimes, bills, and it's always like go. Sometimes you just need to go and just have like it's like a release. So I feel we need that. All of us need that. Yeah. So I would love to get. I would love to start. One of my things that I want to do in the future is build retreats so I can bring young youths from over here on the streets over to there just for time out, and make them get to rethink what they're doing and just to open their mind a little bit. Yeah, so I think I would have needed that when I was younger. Yeah, that would have been good for me, and enough of the man that would have been good for. Yeah.
I think I've got about 2 more questions. That's I think what I wanted to know was with regards to, I heard there was a documentary, potentially a film. Can you talk on that? Yeah,
the PDC documentary is basically like it's finished now. So it's finished, and you're gonna hear that real soon. It's done. Before it went done, now it's done. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's done. It's serious. Like loads of the men are in it. It's serious, powerful. Powerful. It's finished now, so you're gonna be seeing like things coming during next year. You're gonna be seeing like everything coming out, and
Oh, that's cool. We definitely
so I've done a lot of that with we done the thing with collaboration with Colin. Colin Baxter. So it's a good look. It's a good look.
Okay, cool. And if you could say something to your younger self today, knowing or having the knowledge that you have today, what would you say to yourself?
My thing is always patience. With my younger self, I didn't have no patience. That's all it is. I didn't have no patience. Yeah, I just want everything now. I want everything to change now. Like, raw, I want it now. Like, raw, don't wait like 5 years, 10 years. Why? I can get it now. Yeah, why am I gonna wait 10 years? I can get it now. I can just do that now. I'm saying to you, like, raw, why stack money and I can just rob a bank now? You understand? Like, I can just do this now. Like, why do this, a business, and I can just go and sell drugs now? You understand? There's no patience. There's no understanding of patience. So a lot of my failures and losses in business and stuff that I was doing prior back in the days was lack of patience. Yeah, no one didn't sit me down and say, just wait, this is gonna build up. I'm saying to you. So like, imagine an example, like say, for instance, I'm working on a project and like, during that project, I've got no patience, I go and do something else, and I get into mad problems. I might go and stick someone up or do a robbery or do something mad, and I've got a case and I've got all that, and then say like 2 years later now, the thing that I was doing in the first place builds up. I'm like, I should have stuck with this one. I went mad. I would have got there eventually, but now I got a case as well. I got these problems. So that was what happened on a big scale for me for long. I didn't learn my lesson until I was around 30, 35 even. Yeah, after the day. Yeah, I didn't, the patience thing, that was a weakness. I'm saying to you, that's one of the things, and we have to take accountability for ourselves as well. Understand that for myself helped me as well, you understand? So a lot of patience is a key thing.
Well, on that note, I think we've got a legendary interview. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything else you wanted to add?
It's all good, fam.
Cool, man. Let's make some noise for Judge in the building.
Respect.
Nah, man, thank you, man.
This podcast is sponsored by Miriam Altaf. If you have any legal queries, contact her directly.